into it. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna literally go through every motion 1x, right? We're going to basically, this is a brand new character, by the way, boosted character. We're not gonna go through all the motions 1x. We're gonna speed through it. I'll take you through the first couple steps here in like Hellfire, and then I'll jump on the Warlock on the Epic Flyer and we'll go around. But what I hope you guys learn after going through this session is how to pilot a dungeon cleave group from 60 to 70 and cross that finish line in good shape. So I played recently on the Windrunner server. I played with my buddies. I played with Crix. I played with Winky. I played with Dustbone. Who was the fifth? I'm trying to think. Graze and myself. So we one-sessioned 1 to 70. I think it was on an 8x server, right? And we got up there and we did it in one play session, and we made a lot of mistakes and we learned a lot from it. It was really my first dungeon cleave I'd ever done, you know, the whole way through. And I'll tell you what, the number one thing that could improve the efficiency of it and just have everybody have more fun in general was everybody being on the same page. When somebody is playing like an individual, they go off and train by themselves. They're not on the same page. They scuff one quest, and everybody has to wait up and wait for them to fix that quest. It really feels bad, right? And ideally, everybody's on the same page, same play schedule, all that at the same time. So we've basically designed this guide with that in mind. Okay, so before we go to the Dark Portal, I want to go through the features of this guide. And you don't have to get this guide, by the way, at all. You can totally ignore this. I'm going to go through the entirety of this on this video right now, so you can just refer back to this video and just watch each second of it, and you'll have the entire route, right? But with this route, rather than I should say guide, with this route, this is what you will accomplish. You will get honored reputation with most of the main reputations that you're going to need, including Lower City, including Keepers of Time, including Cenarian Expedition, right? You're going to get honored with them, right? Here's another one. You're going to get the Arcatraz Key Quest Attunement. So, on peace servers, it was way easier to get into Karazhan. Why? Why was it way easier to get into Karazhan on peace servers, chat? Help me out here. Some of you know. You do your thing, people will join you anyway. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Yeah, thank you for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Why is it easier to get into Kara on peace servers than it will be on Classic? See what you guys think. Anyway, while you're responding, I'm going to tell you. The reason why it's easier is that rogues oftentimes already have max lockpicking, right? They give it to them so they can just lockpick the door. And 2, you can summon to any dungeon in Netherstorm, correct? You can summon to Botanica, you can summon to Mechanar, you can summon to Arcatraz, you can summon with a Warlock. And you can basically rotate your whole guild through. Everybody picks up the shard fragment. Everybody's good to go. You get the Kara attunement done, right? On Classic WoW, on Classic TBC, you can't do that. You cannot summon to Netherstorm. The lore of it is that the Twisting Nether is blocking the Warlock magic from working, and you can't summon people to these dungeons. So what does that mean? What are the implications of that? That means people are going to have to complete the Arcatraz Key Quest. That quest chain was new to me. I learned how to do it a couple days ago as we've been making all this route, right? That is about a dozen quests in Netherstorm, right? It's about a dozen quests, maybe more. And they're not like the easiest quests. You have to kill like elite demons and stuff, right? Then after you kill all those demons, you port back to Shat and you pick up the rebuilding the key quest, right? And you have to basically clear Botanica and Mechanar just to get the key for you to go into Arcatraz. You can't go into Arcatraz. You feel me? So, this route is going to design the Arcatraz Key Attunement into the leveling so that you will be getting XP while doing that Arcatraz Key Quest. Maybe it doesn't make sense at this point. Maybe soon you'll understand what I mean, right? So basically, you're hitting like 3-4 birds with one stone. You're getting your Arcatraz Key Quest while you're still getting XP. 99% of people are going to do it after they hit 70. They're just going to fly over there and just half-heartedly, limp through those quests, struggle bust through those quests, get it done and do it all after the fact. There's also other features to this guide as well, to this route. You're doing OHF, Old Hills Brad Foothills, while it's level appropriate. You're doing it at 66 as opposed to at 70, which feels ultra sag, right? Doing it at 70, the dungeon is on normal. You're not really getting any good loot from it. You're not getting XP from it. You're only hitting 1 bird with 1 stone. We're striving to hit like 3-4 birds with 1 stone. So you're doing OHF early at 66, right? you're gonna, and here's another thing, with this route, I'm not even gonna call it a guide, with this route, which you will soon see, we are factoring in breadcrumb quests. What's a breadcrumb quest, chat? We're factoring in breadcrumb quests that are free and easy, and also low-hanging fruit group quests, right? So these are quests that are basically free to do. They're very group friendly. It's something that's going to be en route to your next objective anyway, and those are baked in to the route. So yes, it's mainly a dungeon cleave route, but only about 85%. About 15% of the time, you're actually going to quest a bit. So this route is probably, maybe it's not going to get world first, whatever. It's probably going to go to like progress, and they're going to spam slave pens and do all that. But I'm telling you, you will be in likely the very, very top 1%, 2% of the player base if you follow this route. And more importantly than that, who cares about that? It's going to be fun as hell. You're going to almost do every single dungeon in the game, right? Except for maybe a few, like crypts and shattered halls and stuff. You're going to do a lot of the iconic quests, including Ring of Blood. It's going to be a good time, man. So let's load it up and let's go. If you get going, if you have any questions, by the way, throw them in the chat. And for the record, you may not see an exclamation ad on the video or whatever, because it's not an ad. I just love this project. I've been working on it myself with my own two hands, putting in the codes, putting in the commands. This is a passion project, bro. I'm one of the partners in this. We're working on it together. We got the dream team, man. That's all you want in life, you know, to have a strong squad and to make cool shit. And this is one of the cool things we're making, right? So I'm just excited to share it with you guys. And yeah. All right, so let's just accept this. Put the arrow here into place. So you can see this nice little arrow here. Also, like, tell me that doesn't look clean as hell, guys. Look, got this is like the new skin of it. So you can make it big, you know, you can go your whole screen, you can make it huge, or you can go straight up minimalist mode and then just go like tuck it up here, you know what I'm saying? Just one step Andy at a time. It tells your class, it factors in class training. Anyway, there's nice options for it. Like you can, you know, flight path automation, train useful spells, trainer automation, and there's gonna be more to come too. And like, you know, we wanna make like a whole community around this, like speed leveling, community events, leaderboards, all that stuff. All right, so we're gonna walk in. Is the RestedXP add-on free to download and use? Yes, it is, totally free. 1 to 30 is free on there, it comes on there. 58 to 60 is free on there. You can try it, you can see if you like it. You can make your own guides for it as well. We're gonna be coming out with tools so you can make your own guide for this, right? And have your own arrow and everything too. So that's gonna be coming out soon. So yeah, you can test it right now, by the way, if you want. All right, so let me get my mount out. Yeah, you can test it right now, 1 to 30. Download it right now, hop on the beta, hop on the PTR, and just bam, go. No payment. Nothing at all. Totally free for you to download and use if you want to try it out. And for the record, if you're interested, the people that are working on this, like at a partner level, like we're all doing it together, we're all equal partners, how we do things. Tactics Law, Beast Mode Speedrunner, massive accolades. I can talk about him if you want. I could gas him up for hours. Ultimately, amazing human being. We got Tommy Salami, Mr. 5950 as I call him. Imagine leveling to level 10 in sub 1 hour. All 1 to 10 speed records hold throughout pretty much the entirety of the game, all classes. We got Sarant, won Hardcore Cups, 1 to 60 unassisted world record for, I believe, Horde, I think. They might be in the chat, they might be able to help me. Tommy, 1 to 60 unassisted record on Alliance, pretty sure. Massive stripes, bro. They've been here this whole time, man. Alright, so let's go and fly to Thrallmar, and we'll show you how we get down. What is the realm of the server? This is the beta server on the PvE realm for a second. I'm gonna hop back to the Badge of Justice realm in a second. But as you can see, man, you're following the arrow. Everybody's on the same page. You're on the same step. Imagine this is D-Day. You're hitting the beaches today, and you're literally telling everybody you're in comms, you're in Discord. You know, tensions are high. Launches are not purely fun. There's a bit of stress to them, right? And everybody is big chillin', dude. Nice, juicy, clean arrow. You're following it. And here's the thing about WoW. For me, at least. Maybe you guys are more organized than me. For me, when I'm leveling, it's like you're just constantly thinking, oh my god, I could have done that so much better, right? I forgot to do this. Oh shit, man, I should have rooted it in like this. Maybe next time I'll do it in. Hopefully with this route, there is no next time. It's like you're looking at the entirety of TBC. You're looking at all the new pitfalls, all the places where you can get hung up, all the places where you can make a mistake, where you can forget to do something, and you're not forgetting to do something, right? That's the nutty thing. And there's also, by the way, like a straight up 1 to 70 leveling guide too, but this is what I'm using. I'm not going to use the 1 to 70, I'm using the Dungeon Cleave guide for me. Maybe I'll level my alts with the 1 to 71. But All right, so like we'll give it a little taste right here. You turn this in, right? Same. Next step. Set your Hearthstone. Big Thrallmar over here. Why is it against? It's not against TOS. So here's the thing. Let me address that very clear right now. This is completely against TOS. It's not completely against TOS. There's massive precedent for it. Let me address this. Right on. And you can go to forum posts. You can ask your friends. The add-on is free. Anybody can make guides on it. We're not selling an add-on. The add-on is totally free. You can download it. Do whatever you want with it. The only paid things are guides. They're Lua files. They're data. You can sell data for an add-on. You cannot sell an add-on. This is not a premium add-on. Just want to address it. Out in the open, there's nothing to shy away from. We're totally, it can be a bit confusing. I understand that, right? But I'm trying to cool you down a little bit. It's not against TOS. You can look at Zygor. You can look at other guides that have existed for many years. You're getting a Lua file. You can make your own guides with this. Add-on's totally open source, by the way. It's on GitHub. You can download it, do what you want with it. And we're very open about it. We're in the Discord 24/7. You can DM us. We'll answer your questions. We're doing a good thing here, guys. We're not trying to, fuck you over or anything. All right. Set your Hearthstone at Thrallmar. Right? So it actually tells, then you go to the gem vendor right here. You go to Regan Mancuso. So this is one thing you always forget to do, right? When you're doing, when you're leveling, right? You forget to get your starter gems. So let's say if I'm a warlock here, I could go pick up red spell damage gems in advance. Just the little type of fine-tooth comb things that are gonna make it a nice, polished, fun experience, right? So when I go into the dungeon, I go into ramps or blood furnace and a piece drops with some sockets on it, I can immediately throw gems into it. So as soon as you touch the vendor, auto updates. And go over here. Why is it better than Guideline? I'm not saying it's 100% better than Guideline. Guideline has been around forever, bro. Guideline is legendary. All I'm saying is we put our heart and soul into this, and Guideline is solid too, man. That's what Tactics and all them were using before this. Guideline's another fantastic option, man. 100%. I'm a sucker for nice art assets. If you followed my channel for a while, you know that my motivation to work on something is, I don't know, 100% more if it looks pretty. For me, with the hardcore, if the hardcore didn't have all those cool ass logos, didn't have the cool website, didn't have the nice coat of paint on it, it would be less of a cool thing, right? I don't know. So I just love the way it looks. It tells your class. Hold on, I'm getting DM, 1 second. All right. So, okay, yeah, we don't accept this, right? We don't accept this. We're going to follow the blue arrow. So we're going to get into the route. Yeah, so if you're just joining now, by the way, guys, the entirety of the route we're going to cover here. You don't need to purchase anything. You will know the entirety of this route by the end of this video. So you can just go back to this video and watch it if you would like, and the only reason you would maybe want to buy it or do whatever, the guide itself, is if you want to have this in-game support, you want to be part of the community, want to be part of the ecosystem, all that, right? So, all right. We're going to go out here, turn in this quest, and accept Fellspark Ravine. So when I was doing this on Windrunner, right, with Crix and all them, this is what we thought. We thought that in order to unlock Weaken the Ramparts, which is the quest for Hellfire Ramparts, in order to unlock that, you needed to do the first arc here in Hellfire Peninsula. The first arc in Hellfire Peninsula is to go here and kill these demons, turn it in, you go up to this forward base Reaver's Watch, and then you go get these demonic runes, summon these demons, kill them, come back, do the bomb quests that go over here. They're pretty free quests, but we thought we had to do all that to unlock Weaken the Ramparts. What if I told you don't have to do that? So these are just little things, right? So yes, you do have to kill these, and keep in mind, as part of the disclaimer or something, if you're doing a dungeon cleave route, you would just say, feel free to skip any of these quests. If it's not doable due to congestion, you can make up for the difference in the dungeons. No big deal, right? But if you can do them, and there's a good shot, like on Bloodsail, we'll be able to do this, right? And maybe on your server, or maybe you're not going to use this on launch, you'll be able to do this, right? Because if you can get this one kill quest done, which is to kill these demons over here in Fellspark Ravine, if you can get this done, you're going to unlock a big quest, nice reward, and a follow-up in Blood Furnace, right? So we're going to kill all this stuff, right? We're going to turn it in. I'm not actually going to do that because it's going to take a long time. If I did we'd be here all day and all tomorrow and the next day. We're just going to skip through it. So but you're going to get the general idea of the route, right? You turn it in. You accept the breadcrumb for the forward base Reaver's Fall. I'll pop up there for a second so you can see where we're at. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far, man. Yes. Thank you for joining me, guys. Is there a route from 58 to 60 on Azeroth? Yeah, I think so. The 58 to 60 is a free guide, and it's loadable on the add-on. And I believe actually the big brain way to level 58 to 60 is actually in the Plague Lands. It's not in Outlands. But yeah, you can download it and check it out right now if you want to play on it, and then pre-patch tomorrow, right? Okay, so this quest, you turn into this dude up here. I don't have the quest for him, right? Because we're just skipping through. But as soon as you turn in this breadcrumb, you can go away from here. You don't have to do anything here to unlock Weaken the Ramparts. So we're also going to accept Falcon Watch. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Kargoz, why would I accept Falcon Watch? I thought this was a dungeon grind. It is, but here's the thing. I was talking to Tactics about this, and you can see here with some steps in the future, there's a lot of free breadcrumb quests. A breadcrumb quest is just like a hand-in, you know? Like Bob wants to tell you to talk to Johnson, and you go talk to Johnson and you get 5k XP or something, right? There's a lot of free breadcrumb quests that you might as well do because they're en route to your dungeon objective, right? So those are factored in. Free easy group quests factored in. So we're gonna go to Ramparts. Yeah, we're gonna go back except Weaken the Ramparts, right? Now, you're gonna full clear Hellfire Ramparts one time. Now you might be thinking, why would I clear Hellfire Ramparts? Blood Furnace is better XP per hour. You're right, but in Ramparts, the last boss drops an item called Ominous Letter, and this is a big-ass free quest. And it's also, when you factor in this, plus Weaken the Ramparts, that's a lot of XP, man. You know, so it's worth it doing one-time Ramparts, you know? And it's also, like, a little bit more fun, because the more you can diversify from just running one dungeon over and over and over again, you're, like, keeping your sanity intact, right? Like, your morale and desire and drive to play is still there, right? And that's a very real thing. So you full clear Hellfire Ramparts. This will guide you right to, you know, ramps, but you guys know how to get there, right? Okay, accept Dark Tidings. That's the quest. Heart to Thrallmar. Turn it in. You turn in Dark Tidings. Then you accept the follow-up from inside this keep. It's called Blood is Life, right? So now you're going to travel to Blood Furnace. Now, this is what I mean by every new pitfall is going to be accounted for. Be honest. Some of you don't know how to get to Blood Furnace. I know it's true. You know it's true. It's okay. It's okay. You don't know how to get to Blood Furnace. It's all good. I'm actually going to swap over to my Warlock now on my mount, and then basically fly around on the Epic Flyer, because I think it'll be better to get to all the locations faster. When does pre-patch go live? Midnight PST? You know, I'm not sure. When does pre-patch go live? Anybody know? I know the global release schedule is out, but that's for the real thing, right? I couldn't tell you when pre-patch goes live, brother. 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST. Yeah, the 1 to 70 guide will come out tonight, yeah. It's coming out at, I think, midnight EST. No, the 1 to 60, sorry. The 60 to 70 portion will release with TBC. The full 1 to 60 route of just the normal leveling guide is coming out at 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern tonight. So there's mad people in the Discord right now waiting for it. Excited for it. All right, let me go to Badge of Justice Realm, and we're going to hop on the Warlock with the 280 flyer, and we'll just zip around the world, and it'll be faster. Pre-patches tomorrow after the downtime. Expect extended maintenance. All right, here we go. So, all right, so what step are we on? We're going to Ramparts, right? Yeah, full clear Ramparts. We're on step 16. Okay, go back. Accept Blood Furnace follow-up, right? Which is accept Blood is Life. You're going to travel to Blood Furnace. So this is the next little touch I want to show. This is going to show, like, new players. And here, let's be honest. If you're doing a dungeon cleave, you know it, and I know it. You're going to have, like, 1 or 2 maybe weak links, or people who just don't have the experience of TBC. So you're only, you know the expression, you're only as strong as your weakest link. It's kind of the same thing with raiding too, right? You want to get all your soldiers on the same page, right? You want to get them, everybody up, good quality, right? So this takes you to this waypoint right here. So it tells you this is the ramp. Hold on, I missed it. Yeah. It says, travel to Blood Furnace. At the waypoint, look for wooden stairs that lead up to a wall. Ride along this wall will take you to the instance. Just a little touch like that. So it's going to guide everybody. Then it's going to guide you to, like, the, you know, the waypoint. All right, so now you're going to grind Blood Furnace to 61, 553, 900 out of 574, 700. And this is going to factor in just your quest turn in. So once you turn in, you'll ding 62. And, you know, some people are going to do different degrees of preparation for TBC. This is designed to walk in, not really much preparation, and hit the ground sprinting. If you zone in at 62, you can just skip this first part and go directly to slave pens, right? You know, if you'd like. Or, you know, do what you want. This is either way. It's going to provide you with a very organized, elegant way to hit at least 3 birds with 1 stone the whole way up, right? You're going to heart the Thrallmar. You're going to turn that bad boy in. You're going to hit 62. Then you're going to push west into Falcon Watch. Falcon Watch is over here. It's this like Blood Elf stronghold over here in the western part. And then you're going to turn in Falcon Watch. That's a free breadcrumb. It's like 5k or something. And accept report to Zerai. That's another breadcrumb, free. It tells you even to teleport to the top of the tower, how to do it, right? You get the flight path, you accept helping Cenarian Post, and then here's another juicy thing to talk about, right? So there's a little tiny Cenarian outpost on the road here on the west. And this is what I mean by factoring in low-hanging fruit, juicy, easy, group-friendly quests that are going to be worth your time, right? Even though you're in a dungeon cleave, doesn't mean you should just ignore big juicy things like Ring of Blood. And you could skip it and make up for the XP in the dungeon, right? But this is a very, very nice little chunk of XP. And the reason why is, let me get there, show you. We're almost there. How long do you think it'll take with this guy to get 60, 70? I don't know. It's going to depend on the efficiency of different groups, right? All you can ensure is that the route is solid. The playtime will vary, and we're going through the entirety of the route right now, so you can see for yourself, you can judge for yourself, you can add any improvement tips that you would like to, you know, if you think it could be better in another way. All right, so we're going to turn this in here, right? Helping the Cenarian Post. We're going to accept Colossal Menace. So Colossal Menace is a quest to come over here and kill the giants. Now these giants, look, there's 63 elites. You used to be able to do this solo on Alliance when you could kite these to the town. No longer. If they have like weird pathing, like they're gonna reset and evade out on you, so you kind of can't solo this at 60 or something if you're by yourself. In a group though, in a 5-man high-speed low-drag group, easy money. You kill him real quick, and here's the juicy thing about this quest. It drops an item called the Crimson Crystal Shard. This is a free quest item that just turns in for big XP, totally free, pretty much 100% drop rate if you do this quest. You accept it, you turn them both in, right? You get the Earthbinder. The Earthbinder tells you to come up to this crystal. There's like a little patch up here. I'll show you in a second. There's a little patch up here, like a green demonic patch. Use the item here. It summons another big-ass rock elemental in a group. Easy clap, right? You turn it in. This is what I'm talking about. This is worth doing in a group. It's gonna take, what, 5 minutes to get all this done, and it's just a gigantic little chunk of XP. Yeah, you defeat Goliathon. That's the name of the elite elemental. Turn it in. Now you travel west into Zangarmarsh. So let's go ahead and do that. You guys enjoying the stream so far? Having a great time. Thank you for being here and listening, hearing me out. You guys have any questions? Let me know, brothers and sisters. High speed, low drag boys gotta stay ahead of that power curve. Hell yeah. Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate it. Alright, so we're here. Okay. Travel west into Zangarmarsh. It's kind of fun, yo. I feel like we're on a safari right now. Set your Hearthstone, Cenarian Refuge, in the old beautiful mushroom land of Zangarmarsh. Set your Hearthstone here, right? Now, alright. Here's the thing. You're going to be accepting a lot of quests. You might be saying to yourself, Kargoz, I thought this was a dungeon leveling route. Why are you accepting all these quests? Trust. If you accept these quests, you can route them in elegantly while you're en route to dungeons or to objectives that you need to do anyway. And always keep in mind, you can skip quests, you can make up for the difference in dungeons, right? So you're going to accept Disturbance at Umberfen Lake, Warden Hamut. You're going to accept What's Wrong at Cenarian Thicket, that's a breadcrumb. You're going to accept both Wanted Posters quests from this, right here, Leader of the Dark Scale and Leader of the Blood quest. Alright, so now your hearth is in Cenarian, you're at 62. What are people itching to do at 62? They're itching to train. They're itching to go, you know, recover from the dungeon spam of Hellfire. This is the next steps from this point out. What you're going to do is you're going to push north and wrap counterclockwise around this lake. And you're going to come out to this little hut over here where this Naga Raja Hagazad is located. Now, yeah, it's a little bit of a detour, but the way Tactics was explaining when he was explaining the genius of this little section is that this might take you a 3-4 minute detour, and ultimately after you complete this quest and go get Umberfen Lake investigated, which you literally do just riding past it, it unlocks the bird quest later. So you go to Cenarian, you talk to Yggdrasil or whatever, the druid there. She turns you into a crow, you fly around. That's other big money XP right there, and you can just, go buy, make a drink, get a glass of water, do whatever. So you're gonna come over here, you're gonna kill Raja Hagazad. His temple thing is over here. So we're in the Dark Crest Enclave, right? You kill this guy. Again, solo, maybe kind of hard. 63, surrounded by all this type of stuff. Duo, maybe kind of hard. 5-man dungeon cleave, easy clap, right? So you kill his ass, then you push south, right? And then the waypoint is right here. We're following the arrow. As soon as you go right by this waypoint, you're gonna investigate Umberfriend Lake, which is right by this. Because the lore of the quest is you have to see this machine, because this machine's like messing up the lake or something, right? So, yep. I don't have the quest, so it's not giving me, you know, the exploration credit, obviously, because we're just going through it manually. But yeah, so now you got this exploration XP, and you just push down. You follow the road, and now where are we going next? What we're doing next, basically, is we're gonna go into Shatra, because we have to train anyway, and we're hitting like 5 birds with 1 stone. It's straight up like shotgun mode. There we go. We're pushing east, right? You're already doing like you've already completed 2 quests, juicy quests. Took 3 minutes. All right, now you're pushing into Terakar. Yo, what's up, Jamie? How we doing, man? So this is great if you aren't doing this at launch. Try to get to tag on mobs is going to be insane. Yeah, possibly, right? And, you know, if things are too congested, you can always skip and make up for the difference in a dungeon. But at least you have the route of, like, what would be optimal to do, right? So, all right, now you push into Terakar. Now it says follow the road until you reach the bridge leading into Shatrith City. You're going to look for a Haggard War veteran. What did we say about noob pitfalls? Not knowing about TBC, right? Even in a sweaty guild, people are going to forget how to start the Aldor, how to start the Scryer quests, how to get those allegiances formed. They're going to forget that in order to do that, you need to talk to this guy. And there's another one on the other bridge too. But if you're not like trained in TBC, right, or somebody tells you, you're just going to pass by this guy. You're just going to think this guy's a bum.
How are you?
You're going to think he's like some Malding guy. No.
What can I do for you?
He actually gives you the quest to start your Scryer and Aldor. So now you go here, you get the flight path, right? Easy money. So you're nothing. See how nice it is? Nothing has been skipped over. Like, it's just clean, bro. Like, you just eat sushi off this guy, bro. I'm telling you, man. All right, turn in a doll, right? You get City of Light. This is that annoying escort quest, right? So yeah, you're doing all this early, 62 on the dot, and yeah, even though you didn't train yet, there's nothing to kill, right? You turn it in, get your allegiance. Now you're gonna portal to Orgrimmar. Probably not gonna do this. We'll just visualize it together. Oh yeah, see the waypoint changed when I went over the portal to Orgrimmar? Yeah, you guys can imagine it, right? We teleport to Orgrimmar. Look, we go train class spells. Should I do it? Fuck it, I'll do it. I just want to show you one thing. Alright, so I'm in Orgrimmar, right? Go train class spells. So this is customized for your class. It's going to tell you basically how to get to the Warlock Trainer. So if I follow this should take me to the Cleft of Shadow. Yeah, well, I can see it on the map already, right? So you can imagine it's going to take me to my class trainer. There we go. We'll just do it. Sweet talk. What do you think about demo build for Warlock to level from 60 to 70? Dungeon requesting? Yeah, demo's fantastic. Oh man, I had such a good conversation with I'm Alive yesterday. He's about to shatter the meta. Any I'm Alive fans, Progress Raider, Big Brain, friend of mine for years now. He's about to shatter the Warlock meta. What if I told you you don't have to get tailoring as a Warlock and you can actually still pump like an oil refinery? Soon, TM. He's gonna come out and shatter the meta. Like, no joke, I thought he was trolling, and then I'm not gonna say anything more than that, because that's kind of his, you know, that's kind of his thing. Oh wait. So anyway, we're gonna go train class spells over here. As you can see, right? It's customized. If I was a shaman, it would take me to the shaman guy. If I was a whatever, it would take me to another guy. Just talk to the trainer, get rid of the step. All right. So now it's gonna tell you to Ghetto Heart using Ragefire Chasm. Zone into RFC, drop the group, reform the party once you're back in Zangarmarsh. So check this out. Wait, what? Is this fucking Graze for Days? EVP for Days? The hell is this? It's Graze for Days? Anyway, what's up, Gray? I'm pretty sure that's Gray. PvP for Days. Alright, go chill in the party real quick. Oh, for the Ghetto Heart. Oh, no, I'm good, bro. Thank you, though. I was just chilling the party, man. It's good to be in the party with Graze for Days. Hell yeah, PvP for Days. Alright, so, we're just imagine we Ghetto Heart back here. Oh, no, we Ghetto Heart to, Cenarian. Let's just fly over there real quick. Yeah, I didn't set my heart there. Alright, check it out. So we're gonna be in Cenarian. So think about it. We went to Cenarian. We did those juicy free quests. We ran down to Shatra, got flight points. You're trained up. You're 62, right? And now you're ready to go to the next section. You got the flight path in Shat. You didn't set your hearth there. You got your Aldor and Scryer attunement. So now you're back in Cenarian Refuge. You're gonna turn in some of those quests that you did, and you're gonna accept As the Crow Flies. As the Crow Flies is pretty much the quest that flies you around. As a bird, you can't do anything. It's basically like a roller coaster ride. You just sit there and then it's over. Alright, you do that. Lakes of Zanger Marsh explored. Then you turn it in. Right? Then, now it says, you're about to run slave pens for a while. Make sure everyone is repaired and restocked on consumables, and it takes you to the vendor that has the repair. He's right next to the guy with food and water. So really make sure nobody can fuck it up, because that happened to us, and that will happen to you too. If you're in a dungeon group, it's like a tale as old as time. One guy forgets to repair and is all red, and then just holds up the whole group for like 15 minutes, right? So that was the vendor right here. All right, so now we're going to slave pens, but we always got to hit multiple birds with one stone, right? So what is the thing we can do en route to slave pens? Slave pens and Coilfang Reservoir is right here, and en route is this, Rajis Fiashi. This is a female Naga sorceress, and it's pretty much exactly en route over to Coilfang, so you might as well just go bop it real quick with your 5-man. And then there's a little tip, stay out of the Ring of Frost, that's 4,000 damage. We'll go right by it so you can see it. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Is this better than Guideline Guides? I don't know. Guideline is a solid ass add-on. There's tons of good guides on there probably. I have nothing but respect for Guideline. I've used it myself. Amazing product. Another fantastic option that you might want to consider, 100%. Alright, so this is the Rajis, this is the Naga, right? Inside here. Kill this, and you're en route over to slave pens. There it is, Coilfang Reservoir, right off in the distance. Lost no time. You get over here, you swim down. It even tells you how to swim down. Swim to the center of Coilfang Reservoir until you're over the open drain pipe. Dive and swim through it until you're in the underwater cavern. You accept Lost in Action from Watcher Jang. That's the night elf that's kneeling down by the meeting stone. Now you're gonna run slave pens to 64. Okay, and then while you're inside there, here's the tricky thing about that quest. The first and the fourth, I believe, naturalists are in slave pens, and then the second and third are in Underbog. So you might be thinking to yourself, oh, the first two are in slave pens. No, it's the first and the fourth. So it all specifies there, you know, you're running slave pens to 64. All right, now, once you're done with slave pens, you're gonna run Underbog one time. Now, this is something that's kind of borderline, right? You just sat in slave pens for a while. Morale's probably pretty low at this point. You just ran it for a bit. It'd be nice to do an Underbog, right? To switch things up a little bit. And you have a quest in there. You have to finish up Lost in Action. This quest gives about 20k XP. I think it's 19k XP. So running Underbog one time, yes, it's maybe a little bit less XP per hour than slave pens, but you're completing a quest to make up for it. So it should push it back into the green in terms of being a good, advantageous thing to do for your group. And it's kind of fun. You're doing another dungeon. You're getting loot, right? So you do Underbog. You get the other druids. Then you exit and turn in the quest at the summoning stone, right? So now you heart the Cenurian Refuge, right? You heart back here, and you talk to Warden Hamut. Warden Hamut is the Tauren at the top of the tower. You turn in both of these leaders of the Bloodscale and Dark Crest. Dark Crest is big money XP right here. Then you go to Swamp Rat Post Flight Path. You didn't get the flight path this whole time, because why would you? You know, it's just little tiny optimizations right there. You get it, you fly to Shat. You set your hearth and Shat at your respective inn. Could be Scryer, could be Aldor. You take the portal. You're 64, right? So you need to train. Go to Org, you train your spells. Everybody gets good to go again. Then you use RFC. You get a hearth back. Here we go. So, now we probably should just get back to Chatra. And well, let me take some questions too as I fly over there too. I feel like I'm talking a million miles a minute. You guys have any questions so far? You guys liking it so far? We're going through the whole route, so you don't have to buy a thing. You don't have to do a thing. You can always refer back to this video in future and know exactly what to do. Yeah, I've been making it for the past week pretty much. They taught me how to do all the code and commands and the waypoints and everything like that. So I've been working on this, but it's not just me though. It's Tactics, it's Tommy, it's Seven Leaves, Zarant. We're all working on it together. And their brainchild, because I didn't really honestly work on the 1 to 70 route at all. Like that's all them. They're the speedrunners. That's kind of above my pay grade. For me, the Dungeon Cleave has been kind of my baby. I've been working on this route a lot, and they've been helping and putting their like special twists and you know, big brain tips on it. So, but yeah, the 1 to 60 part of the normal, like just regular leveling thing is coming out tonight, 9 p.m. EST, or 12 a.m. midnight EST, 9 p.m. PST today. Great guide so far, very nice. I'm so glad. How well does the guide change from the Dungeon Cleave to solo questing guide? So yeah, what you would probably want to do then is you'd want to, they have like chapters in the guides, right? And the chapters of the normal leveling guide are basically good breakpoints and starting points, where more or less that section of the guide is self-contained. So what you probably want to do is maybe grind or maneuver yourself in a way until you get to the start of the next chapter and then pick it up from there, you know? That's what I would recommend. All right, so we're in Terakar. Next step is to exit Shatrath through the southeast bridge. We're looking at it. That's the southeast bridge right there. So now you're out in Terakar. Next step is to follow the road until you reach Earthbinder Tavgrim. So kind of like how it was in Hellfire Peninsula with those rock elementals, this is another extremely group-friendly and easy and low-hanging fruit big brain quest. So you're going to pick up, and this breadcrumb you got from, I believe, either Hellfire or Zangarmarsh, I forgot. But you talk to him. He's right out here. He's right out here outside this gate. This is him right here. I actually didn't even do the quest on this guy, so you can see it. Yeah. And I don't think you accept the other one, right? Yeah, this is, see, like, you would skip this. You don't want to get this. This is going to take too long. So this is not a low-hanging fruit, nice group quest. The other one is you have to get drops from Terramoths. So this one, though, imagine here you're in your group. You're maneuvering over to Akandun. You might as well do this. Look, you come over here. You touch this. See this thing right here? Strange object examined. Here. Let me just kill this real quick. So I want to try. This is, how long does it take to touch this ball? A minute? 2 minutes? Alright, for free XP? You might as well. Yeah, I understand you're doing a dungeon cleave, but you might as well do it. It takes 2 seconds. What's the best alliance race for Locke? Yeah, it depends for PvE, for PvP, but they're both fine. I mean, personally, if I had to play Alliance Locke, I'd go human. I like the perception. I like the way they look. I like the animations a bit more than Gnome, at least. Alright, so we did this. Took 2 milliseconds, right? We're going to mount back up again. Hold up. Where's my flying mount? Is this hardcore? No, this is not hardcore. We're going through the entirety of a 5-man dungeon cleave route. Oh, that's my shitty flying mount. This is the entirety of a dungeon cleave 5-man route from 60 to 70 for Horde. All steps. You're going to know how to do the entire thing by the end of this. Okay, so you're going to turn this in here.
Greetings, traveler.
Yeah, turn this in. You're not going to do that other quest, right? So let's just skip through this. So now you're going to get the Stonebreaker Hold flight path. Again, it's a small thing. It's a subtle thing, but it's a noob trap. A lot of noobs don't know how to get this flight path. They're like, go to Stonebreaker Hold, and they just keep bashing into the wall. Like, where the fuck is Stonebreaker Hold? How do I get the Stonebreaker Hold? So you can either wrap counterclockwise around this way or clockwise this way. I think it's faster to go this way, so we set the waypoint this way. It tells you, you know, to wrap around the mountain range. So now you're going to wrap around here. You're going to push into Stonebreaker Hold. Thanks, great content. I'm glad you're enjoying it, brother. Glad you're along for the ride. This is going to be a YouTube video, by the way, so you always can go back and look at it. Okay, so now we're here in Stonebreaker Hold. Gonna get the flight path, of course, over here. Next step is to accept surrender to the Horde. So this is another little tactic slaw, you know, just a little touch right here. This is a breadcrumb quest that you get from this guy. Yeah. So this quest right here, surrender to the Horde. It's a breadcrumb that leads to some kind of Skedis quest line, but you don't need this breadcrumb. You can just accept part 2 automatically. But for some reason, this breadcrumb turns in for 10,500 XP. Why? I don't know. It just does. But this is the nice little touch, right? You might as well. You just turn this in chat. Easiest 10k. Like, 10k is almost a Netherstorm quest. Netherstorm has, like, the gold standard for quests. It's like 12,000 XP for a quest in Netherstorm. 10k XP breadcrumb. Like, what the hell? Okay. So, we got that. And then speak with Scout Nephthys. That's from the Blood Elf right here. So, we got that. Alright, so now we're going to do one more quest. I'm not going to lie to you. By the way, this is the dude that sells the spirit shards later. So if you want to go buy your ring, this is a really good ring for PvP. Maybe for PvE too. Not sure. You can also buy metagem here. In the super early days when there's no metagem on the auction house. The ultra early, maybe like week 1, day 2 type thing. Then you can buy some headpieces here. But, yeah, this is a little sus, but I still think it's worth it. We're on the fence of whether we should include this quest over here. Basically, you mount up and you leave. You're going to be on a ground mount, and you're just going to hug the right wall of this mountain. And you're going to come over here. What coding language is used to make this add-on? I don't know as far as the technology stack. I assume it's just like Lua, maybe Java, PHP, all this. For me, from making the guide, you're just using commands, like it's a Lua file, and you're just using commands like, you know, .xp, .quest, accept, and you're using all the quest IDs and NPC IDs and waypoints, and you're putting them in. There's like a whole logic to it, and then it just populates in the guide. All right, so you talk to this guy, scout and F this, turn it in. So, okay, I fucked up already. I need to re-accept it, because it's supposed to turn me into a costume. Okay, check this out. All right, so I'm a costume. So this might be a little sus. If on launch, these guys are dead, just skip it. Okay, because you can kill these guys if you're not in a costume. But if they're not dead, which is a good chance, all you got to do is talk to 3 guys. It takes like 2 seconds. So you run up in here. Well, not 2 seconds, but it should take 3 minutes, right, to get everybody a juicy quest. And the NPCs that you're going to talk to, they don't despawn when you talk to them. So there's not really, you don't even have to wait for a cooldown. So you're going to run right in here. And it even shows the yards right now to talk, you know, to go to the exact guys. They're like static. Look, just talk to this guy. Shadow Advisor, bam, bam, easy money. Then you're going to talk to the Shadowy Initiate. Is 1 to 60 include Draenei and Blood Elf? Yep, yeah, it does. Yep, all races, all classes. It's already out right now, but the 1 to 60 is releasing tonight. But the 1 to 30 and 58 to 60 is out right now if you want to test it out. All right, Shadowy Initiate, easy money. Talk to this guy. And then the last one is a dwarf, I believe. It's a laborer. Shadowy laborer. Oh no, it's a troll. It can be a troll or a dwarf. So, in this instance, it's a troll. But you see how that's not bad? Like 5-man group, bruh. How long did that take? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Easily worth doing. And these are the little touches I feel personally that might make the dungeon, this Cleave, more palatable and more fun, because you're not just in one dungeon like Slate Pens the whole time. You're doing some low-hanging fruit, juicy free quests. You might as well. It's good XP. You turn that bad boy in, and then you just skip this. This one, I mean, you could do it. It's a kill quest, but you know, probably take a little bit.
Stay away from the voodoo.
So you're gonna leave here, and now it's time to run to the Mana Tombs. The Mana Tombs are in Alkandun, and like what I was saying about like noob pitfalls and noob traps. Do you guys know the perfect orientation of dungeons? Like where the dungeons are? Name for me. What's east? What's west? What's this way? What's the closest? Not many people know exactly where they're at. So this, you know, it's a small little thing, but it'll guide you to Mana Tombs. And then you're gonna accept 2 quests there, which is safety is job 1 and undercutting the competition. Right? Then you're gonna run Mana Tombs till 66, but it'll only be about maybe. Yeah, this might be like the longest, maybe most painful haul, but Mana Tombs is actually a beautiful dungeon. I'm gonna zone in there for a second and show you. This, I said this on a GMA one time, that this, I believe, is maybe my favorite dungeon in the game, deadass, and it's because it actually is beautiful inside here. We're not gonna be able to see much because we're just solo, but I'll pop in for a second so you can see it. I don't know if it's gonna look that good on my game. You know what? I'll just like send the void in and we'll just run in there for a second. Hopefully you can stay alive for a minute. But, just... Okay, we're probably going to die pretty quick. It's a beautiful dungeon. You're just going to have to take my word for it. When you come in here, you'll see. It's a really, really nice, aesthetically pleasing dungeon. The atmosphere, the ambience of it is quite nice. So you're going to run Mana Tombs till 66. There's also an escort quest in there that starts at this guy, Cryo Engineer Shaheen. You're going to do that bad boy. Escort him out. Exit Mana Tombs. You're going to turn these 2 quests in right here. Right, then you're gonna hearth the Shat. Okay, so you're 66. So you already see like a little bit of the rhythm here. You know, you're gonna want to train every 2 levels. So it's my hearth up now. We'll just fly to Shat. It's okay. It's not far. Fly over there. I'll take some questions as we fly over there. Let's see here. Mana Tombs is love. Yeah, it's really nice. Very nice dungeon. Yo, Dr. Poopy Pants with the Prime. Thank you so much, man. Sorry, I almost missed that. Appreciate it, guys. Yo, Ashley, great to see you. Great to see you. We also got Coward Patty with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much, guys. Sorry, I missed those. I'm a little bit excited over here. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Ultimate Guide, huh? Yep, Ultimate Guide. I stand by it. There's could be room for improvement. There always is, but a lot of hours have gone into this, and if you have any improvements, yo, please DM me about them, because if there's some little big brain pocket quests maybe we're missing here, maybe one mob drops a free quest, 100% chance over here, let us know. We still have time before the game is actually out, so we can put that stuff in here, right? And we'll do updates all the time, maybe every week, and then we'll do a change log for it. All right, so you're here. You're going to turn in Surrender to the Horde. This is the 10,000 XP breadcrumb I was telling you about. Absolutely free money over here at 82. Turn that in. Then you're going to take the portal to Org, train your class spells. All right, now we're about to do some big brain shit. I might do it. I might teleport there. Maybe not. Should we? I'll show you what I mean. Because we could just imagine it. That's the thing. We don't have to go. Because most of you know what I'm talking about, right? Alright, so you're 66. You've trained up. You've bought your skills. You're good to go. What do you do at 66? To go back to one of the original points I made earlier. The Karazhan attunement. Okay. One piece of the Karazhan attunement is to go do Black Morass, right? And you have to defend Medivh and do all that. Now you have to unlock Black Morass in order to do it. So in order to unlock Black Morass, you have to do Old Hills, Brad Foothills. So the thing is, myself, and maybe a lot of you, thought that you had to do that all at 70. You accept the Karazhan quest, the pre-quest, at minimum at 68. Most people will probably just do it at 70. So you're going to have to be doing all that OHF stuff. You're going to have to be doing all the Black Morass stuff at 70 after the leveling process. Actually, OHF is a dungeon tuned for level 66. And there's no duplication of efforts here other than the travel time to Caverns of Time. So you can knock out the escort where you follow around the custodian. You can knock out OHF, the quest inside OHF, get some nice quests, some drops inside OHF. You're gonna get XP. That's gonna be at level. You know, it'll be more fun at that point. And you're gonna unlock Black Morass, get the quest for Black Morass. And all you're gonna have to do later is fly directly to Caverns of Time, walk right into Black Morass, clear it one time, and that portion of the Kara attunement will be done. You're pretty much almost done with the whole guide at that point, right? So, and then later on, when you have to go back to OHF, you can actually take the portal to Thunderbluff instead of Org, because it'll save you like a couple minutes on the flight down there. So I'll show you what I mean. You fly to Gadget's End, because you're in Org, you trained up. Then you travel to Caverns of Time. You want to go there? The thing is, getting back here might be tough. Yeah, let's go there. You guys want to go there? We'll go to TB, and maybe we can just get a heart back. Somebody in the chat will be on the bed. We'll go through the whole route, might as well. I thought they were adding the lady in the tavern to give the direct port to Caverns of Time. Are they? They did, it just fucked up. But I thought that was added at a later patch. That's the thing. If it is, 100%, I think I checked that, bro. I don't think it's in. If it is, though, see, this is what I'm saying. We can add that to the guide, and you can teleport to Caverns of Time both times. It'll make it even better to do OHF at an early level at 66. Complete guide include the dungeon cleave. Okay, so, alright, need Revere to use the port. Okay, gotcha. So here's the thing. I was just talking to Tommy and Tactics and all them before this. If you bought the guide before pre-patch, and pre-patch is tomorrow, if you did, we will give you all the dungeon cleave stuff in addition for free as well. We just want to do something nice for people believing in us early and stuff. So, yeah, if you got like the regular guide, you'll also get this just on top of it. It's like an icing on the cake. You know, maybe you want to do an alt dungeon cleave later down the line, stuff like that. But we don't know how we're going to do that yet, but we'll figure it out. All right. So, oh yeah, we're going to fly there. So you can use the bank at this point. Do whatever. Hit me up with the link. All right. Yeah. If you type, you should be able to click the panel below on the Twitch side if you want, man. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and fly to Caverns of Time. Take some questions as we fly. It's not too long of a flight. It's down here.
Go in peace.
Alright. I'm somewhat torn doing Old Hills Brad at 66 or 68 so I can do the Black Morass part at the same time. So I don't think you can do the Black Morass part at the same time, bro. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do the Black... Why? Why can't you do the Black Morass part at the same time? Because you need to complete all the key fragment part in order to get that last part for Black Morass, you feel me, right? So in order to get the key fragment, or in order to get all the key fragments, you need to get into Arcatraz, right? To get into Arcatraz, you can't get into Arcatraz without doing Botanica and Mechanar as well. You need flying mounts to get to there. There's no summoning in Netherstorm. So trust, all that stuff is rooted in here. Doing OHF at 66 on the dot, you're getting XP from that Custodian escort. You're getting nice XP from OHF, right? You can get a Hearth out, and then you can come back later and just straight shot right into Black Morass. Alright, so we'll see that we're on our way. If I buy the 6070 after TBC release, no. It's just to help people out who are like helping us out in the early days right now. But it'll be You can still get the Dungeon Cleave guide probably. Yeah, we'll deal with it later. We got some time. What is the highest level during pre-patch? It's just 60. You're basically playing you're playing TBC without Outlands, so 60. But all the systems are in place. You're playing with 243 talents. You're playing with all the new mechanics with AoE cap. You can even start getting Netherweave cloth. You can start getting TBC fish. You can start getting TBC greens and stuff. Like people are going to be at the Karazhan area and killing those mobs because those mobs will give Outland materials. So you're basically just playing TBC with no Outlands. That's what pre-patch is. The Barons, simpler times. All right, and you guys, any other questions too while we're going to... Yeah, this video is going to be stored, Rodrigo. This will be stored. So like I said, you don't have to buy a damn thing. Every step of this guide will be in this video. So you could follow this video in theory. But the nice thing is if you do want the add-on support, if you do want the customer service, if you want the community, and you want this arrow in-game, just to give you that extra peace of mind, if you're running a Dungeon Cleave, you know, day of, then you can go ahead and get the add-on if you'd like. I showed earlier, there's some nice features in here. We're adding some more too. You can flight path automation, trainer automation, quest auto accept turn in, some cool stuff like that. I've been practicing my Blood Elf run. I just want to hit up the Barons. Yeah, it will be. Using the guide now, it's great, but instead of just increasing the scale of the window, can I just make it taller to see more steps? Yes, you can. Yeah, it's fully responsive. So you can basically drag it down like this, make it as big as you want. You can also make these steps grow downwards, so it's like the opposite, or like the inverse, if that makes sense. You can make it wide as you want, and go thick with it. Or, one thing that's been growing on me a little bit is you go straight up minimalist mode, where you just shrink it down so that it becomes just the top part, you know? It kind of looks clean when it's just the top part. You got it's just the name of the guide and just the steps above. But, either way, it's beautiful, man. I love it. Brandon, the legend. Alright. Does the guide work for Alliance side? The Alliance Dungeon Cleave guide has not been made yet. I gotta make it. I'm gonna start making it tomorrow because we just got to the Horde state, the Horde guide to the state where like I was up late with Tactics last night reviewing it. We added in the Netherstorm stuff. Okay, here's another thing. Hold on, let me talk about something. Yo, Nick Robrow with the 5 tier 1 subs, man. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so very much, man. It's so generous of you. Thank you, Nick Robrow, man. Got some high impact subs there. So, all right. You guys know Ring of Blood, right? Ring of Blood, until like yesterday, I'm not gonna act like I'm a big brain. I knew this. Ring of Blood to me was like the gold standard of free quests, like juicy high impact quests. And I thought I had memories as a kid of Ring of Blood giving you a whole level, pretty much. Some of you had those memories, right? It turns out it doesn't. It gives you like 30% of a level. It's still worth doing. It's still juicy, but if you wipe a couple times over Ring of Blood, you know, it could borderline not even be worth doing, or on launch it's super busy or something, right? But either way, it's still nice. You get good rewards from it. There's a ton of potions you get as well from Ring of Blood. I think you get like 20 of each potion or something. There is a certain section of Netherstorm that, in the speedrunners' minds and stuff, it's literally too good to pass up. Netherstorm, out of all the zones and Outlands, is the best XP per hour, hands down. And it's this island down here. There's another really good section over here, but this island down here, there's basically, it looks like a little mini Strathhome or something. Down on this island, there's a bunch of spectral ghosts walking around. It's basically too good to pass up. It's not technically part of the Arcatraz quest chain, but think of it like Ring of Blood is my thing. So we found a way to route it into the Dungeon Cleave guide, and we stripped out certain things that were not group friendly, so that you can hit this little section down here and maybe do 300-400k XP per hour as a group together, and it's kind of fun. This is basically where you spend a good portion of 69 down here. So that'll be something. It's more XP than Ring of Blood, like way more, to put it. That's where I was using the comparison. Okay. Oh man, look at all the primes. So thank you guys. Evil Dead, wow, thank you so much, man. Monitor Burn, appreciate it, guys. Ring of Blood will be a hot spot for PvP, for sure. And for a lot of these quests, you know, like there's the general route here with the dungeons, so you know which one to do, whether it's, you know, ramps and Blood Furnace, up to Slave Pens, up to Mana Tombs. These are the dungeons. You know, if you can't do certain quests, you can just totally chill in the dungeons and make up for the XP difference there. But we're gonna just run down to Caverns of Time here. I'll show you something. If I level in pre-patch, can I play the character for free in TBC, or I must clone it? Yes, you can play it in TBC. So what they're gonna do is, wait, hold on. Are they going to give you that decision now in pre-patch or right as TBC's coming out? I assume they're going to give you the decision. Either way, they're going to do a pop-up window, and you have to choose Classic or TBC or both. If you choose both, you're going to clone that character so that it stays in a Classic environment forever. But all the characters in a default state will progress into TBC, right? Unless you clone it to Classic. So I don't know when they're going to do that little pop-up, but probably at launch, I'm guessing. Okay. We're almost at the Caverns of Time. I think we need to choose tomorrow. Oh, snapshot is today. Holy crap. There it is. There it is. That's good. I guess it's pretty good they made the prices cheaper though, huh? It's like 15 bucks now, right? The decision tomorrow. Gotcha. Thank you, God. I appreciate it, guys. Is this video going to be stored later? Yes, it will. It will be stored later. So, you know, if you're not interested in, you know, getting the guide and paying for it and doing anything like that, you can always come back to this video, reference every step of the way, and you'll be taken care of. You know, it's only if you want that extra edge, that support, that community, all that updates to the guide in the future that you can go ahead and consider, you know, moving forward with it. But here, we'll talk to this dragon right now. He's gonna take us in. So, like I said before, I'll say it again. A lot of people, when they think of the Kara attunement quest, they think of doing all of OHF and Blood and Black Morass at the end of the journey. They ding 70, it's time to do Kara stuff, and they do all of this at the end. That's what I did. I've done that on Voldemort servers, right? But you don't have to. You can actually stagger it. And even this little Master's Lair quest is going to give you XP. The Escort quest here is going to give you XP. The OHF quests, the mob kill is going to give you XP. So, and I'll show you a little tip when we get down into this little ring here. If you want to clone, you must choose the TBC option, then go back and enable the clone. Gotcha. This guide gets you revered with the heroic dungeons? No. So you need to be revered to even enter the heroic dungeons. That's how you buy the keys. They decided to go with that route, which is nice. It's going to make the content a bit harder and stretch it a bit. But this guide will get you honored with probably not Thrallmar and Honor Hold. You're not staying there too much. You could grind a little bit extra blood furnace if you'd like until you get up to honored, right? That's on you, and just not go to slave pens right away. You could stay blood furnace until honored, but just following the route exactly, you're probably not going to get honored with Thrallmar and Honor Hold. You will get 100% honored with Cenarion, maybe revered because you're running slave pens for a bit. You're doing steam vaults later, but you know, safely honored. You're going to get honored with Lower City, because there's going to be a stretch of time where you do Shadow Labyrinth, the first two bosses, or full clear, up to you, per your group's taste. You're going to get honored with Consortium, because you're going to be doing a lot of Mana Tombs, right? And I think that's it. Oh, and Keepers of Time. Keepers of Time. Yeah. So, alright. This quest right here, you turn in. Okay, so this is one of the most dreaded quests in all of TBC. And it's this quest. You see this Custodian of Time? So on Peace server, this would take 10 minutes. Some Peace servers, if you didn't follow it, the quest would bug out and you'd have to like abandon it and re-accept it, and it would be an absolute nightmare. On some other Peace servers, you could just AFK right at this little circle, and then once it did its full lap around the whole thing, you would just get credits. You would AFK for 10 minutes. It looks like on TBC, it's less than 10 minutes. I didn't actually time it, but I was surprised at how short it was. But one thing you have to keep in mind is you actually have to follow it. So the first time I did this, I didn't follow it, and I just AFK, didn't get credit, and it just disappeared into the Twisting Nether. You have to follow this thing around a bit. But the good news is I don't think it's a full 10 minutes. It feels like maybe 5 or 4, 3 maybe even possibly. You just have to make sure you follow this thing around, right? So you're going to do this, you turn it in, except Old Hillsbrad. Old Hillsbrad is this way. You can always tell because this is the trick when you're in Caverns of Time to tell, right? You see the trees in here, how they look like they're from Hillsbrad Foothills / Ajara. Like this is an Ajara looking tree. And then if you look over here, you see the trees over here and the red poppies. That's the Swamp of Sorrows looking trees. So that's Black Morass because it's essentially Swamp of Sorrows. And then the Highjaw one is over here, right? This is the Highjaw one, and I'm pretty sure it's just gonna look very like Highjaw in terms of the ambience. So if you die during the quest, you can wait as a spirit right by your body. Right as she comes back res and you'll get credit. Didn't know that. I'm sure you've been spammed with this question all day, but if you've already pre-ordered RestedXP, can we also get the Dungeon Cleave guide with it? Yes, you can. Yeah, that's one thing we're doing. Like, because this is it's not nearly as many steps. I think we calculated it yesterday. The 1 to 70, RestedXP Guides 1 to 70, is something like 5,000 steps. Right? It's a ridiculous amount of steps. The amount of steps in this is kind of in the 250, 300 range. We might add a few more, right, for launch. So it's not nearly the same scope and size. So for everybody who's like purchased guides up to this point, we're just gonna give the Dungeon Cleaves for Alliance and Horde for free over to you guys. All right, well, you get the picture. You follow this thing around, right? Then you're gonna enter Old Hillsbrad. You're gonna turn in the Old Hillsbrad dungeon. Let me see if Grace can get over with me out. Grace, you still watching, bro? He's still online. Yeah, because we're gonna have to go back to Shad probably in a second. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go into Old Hillsbrad. These are the quests inside of Old Hillsbrad. Teretha's Diversion. Yeah, clear up the Thrall, who's in the basement prison. Of course, you turned it in. Accept Escape from Durnhold. Let's zone in here. Yo, Prague Vibe with the tier 1. Thank you so much for the 5 months, my man. Thank you so much, everybody watching, tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Monday. Adding the other guys is as simple as dropping it in the folder. Yeah, right now it's a little bit manual. You know, you're gonna have to put it in yourself, but we're gonna try. You know, we have big plans for it, right? We want to make like a guide manager where you can just one button. You know how like Curse Client will just install an add-on right away. Imagine you could just install a guide. You know, one click. You don't have to go into the folder or anything like that. But yeah, so you're gonna do this. Clear the rest of the dungeon, kill Epoch Hunter, you turn it in, return to Endormo, they port you back to your time, you go outside, you turn in, return to Endormo, and at 66, believe it or not, you're able to accept the Black Morass. Go look it up on WoW TBC DB right now. You can actually get it at 66. So later, you're just going to walk right into Black Morass. You're going to heart the chat. All right, let me get a heart out of here. Yeah, my heart doesn't help, so... Are you going to with the Crix World First Guild? No, I'm just taking it a little more easy. On the PvE side, at least, we have a chill guild. Not chill, though. Like we said, we're mom jog sweaty. Like, we're still going hard. We still want to speedrun and pump, but we're not super worried about comp as much. We just want to play with the right people. You know, we got lots of people that you're going to remember or know, or, you know, remember from the community from the past year and there. And then I'm going to go hard on the PvP side of things for sure. So yeah, so check it out. Beautiful. Beautiful Old Hillsbrad. Make sure you get bombs from this guy, remember? Just a little tip for you. Get the pack of incendiary bombs because you're going to need them for that one step when you get to the houses. Let's just get ported. By the way, another neat little fun fact. If you're in here sometime, check it out. Go to South Shore. And if you go to South Shore, all the major lore characters of WoW are going to be there. As little kids, though, running around. And there will be some grown-ups, too. But it's actually really interesting to go there and look around. It's a fun little tidbit for you. Okay. Will Arcs be on CurseForge? Yes, it will. It'll be on CurseForge, all your main add-on sites. And the add-on is free. Like I said, you can download it. It's got 1 to 30 on there, 58 to 60. And this other stuff that is the paid version of it isn't a premium version of the add-on or anything. It's just a Lua file that you download and you put it in. So it's just the data for the add-on. You're not selling an add-on. There's no premium version of the add-on. And it was the first thing we looked at was compliance with TOS at the very start of the project and stuff. So no need to worry. Okay, so we're in Shattered City. So we're 66 and we did OHF. And now, okay, let me preface this. So, probably the most painful part of the Dungeon Cleave, in terms of morale getting low and it being kind of resident sleeper, but still efficient, IMO, is the stretch from 66 to 68. Because what dungeons are you going to do? What do you think, chat? What's the best dungeons to do? You know, you're kind of a little bit too low for Shadow Labyrinth, which is a high impact one. You're kind of relegated to either Mana Tombs or Sethic Halls. And you just did Mana Tombs for a long stretch, right? So what are you going to do? Basically Sethic. Sethic is not the most efficient dungeon in the world. There's those ghosts that can kill you. It's kind of... So, but it's kind of like the best option. So what we've done is we've pretty much put in, and you know, pay attention to this though. We put in the OHF portion right here. So you did OHF, you turned in those quests outside of Mana Tombs. So you left Mana Tombs, you turned in 2 juicy dungeon quests, 20k a pop each. Then you go do OHF and you do all the quests in Caverns of Time. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Ring of Blood. So we're gonna root in Ring of Blood as well, so that once you're done with Ring of Blood, OHF, you're basically gonna be 67 instead of 66. So we're factoring in, that is one of the pain points. You can technically do Ring of Blood at 65, but here's the thing. You can basically shave off an entire level. so that you only have to do set the calls, or maybe some mana tombs if your group is super high speed. It's gonna depend. You could maybe do the first 2 bosses of Shadow Labyrinth, because you would get the key from set the calls and then open the Shadow Labyrinth door and do the first two bosses from it. You're shaving off a level from that stretch. So we're gonna go out to Ring of Blood. Gonna get the Garadar flight path as well. Oh yeah, and then to get to Nagrand, here's the thing. There is actually a little nice area, huh? Back of the box. There is a tunnel from Aldor Rise that goes to Nagrand, so some people may not know, but we do have that waypoint in there. Shoot, where's Shad at? And here's the thing. On the beta, as it stands right now, you don't get attacked by the Aldor, even if you're Scryer here. Now, I don't know if that's intended or what, but look, like, I'm here, right? I'm not getting attacked. You can go through this tunnel right now, as it stands right now. And even though they're red to you, these Aldor. So this is how you would leave out of Shatra. You go through this tunnel, and this is going to take you to Nagrand. So, if that isn't the case, though, what I would say, like if for some reason that's like some fluke on the beta, you could delay choosing Aldor or Scryer, because you're not going to do those quests anyway in this cleave. You would just delay choosing your allegiance so that you're kind of like neutral with both until later, and so you can go out through this this tunnel. But it looks like they're not attacking you, so we have it in the route as is. Anyway, you're going to fly out the Ring of Blood up here, hit the Garadar flight path, do all the Ring of Blood steps. Ring of Blood, Ring of Blood, Ring of Blood, Ring of Blood, Ring of Blood. Ormal Champion. Final challenge. Go back to Garadar, fly to Shatra. Your hearth isn't on cooldown yet. Now, you're going to travel to the Sethic area of Lower City. I'll just go back to Shat then. The heck? I distinctly remember getting mauled by guards if you're opposite faction. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you just saw it for yourself right there. You're not getting attacked by them as it stands, so you could always just delay that. I think it's only the arcane golems that attack you. Gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense too. So, the Lower City is over here, and there's a how many times in TBC? This is how many times in TBC, guys? You go to a dungeon and you're trying to accept the quests, and you can't because you didn't get a breadcrumb from Shatra. Or how many times are you trying to do a quest in a zone even, and you can't do it because there's some random breadcrumb in Shatra? That happens a lot in TBC. So that's what I'm saying. This guide is supposed to structure the blessed run. That'll never happen to you. You're going to get the breadcrumbs when you need them. This is the breadcrumb. Without this quest, can't stay away. You cannot get the Set the Calls quest, dude. So you need to get this from Isfar. Oh, no. That's not Isfar. Then you're going to speak to Isfar. So now you're going to go to Akandun. And this is going to open up 2 quests. Brother against brother and one other. Well, you're going to fly to Stonebreaker Hold. Travel to Akandun. Speak to Isfar. Then you're going to get Brother Against Brother and Terok's Legacy. You're going to run Set the Calls to 68. So you're staying in Set the Calls, only one level, 67 to 68. Not too bad. As a group, you can hang in there. You're not just bashing your head against the wall for 2 levels straight. And now, the guide heats up, because it's 68. What unlocks at 68, chat? What's the juicy thing about 68? Imagine we're 68 right now. Okay? You make sure you got the key from Sethic. At the end, when you kill the main boss, there's like a chest behind him, and you get the key, and that's going to open Shadow Labyrinth. So, yeah, you're going to make sure you do these quests. You turn the quest in, right? Hearth to Shat. You're going to go to Orgrimmar. You're going to get your class spells. You're going to take the Zeppelin to... you're going to take the Zeppelin... Should I do this? I feel like I should maybe do this. Thing is, I won't be able to get Hearth back, really. Oh, you know what? I should. Yeah, we should do this. Because we can get a hearth out of Shadowfang Keep, and you're like, Shadowfang Keep? We're gonna have to go up there anyway. Let's just do it. Maybe there'll be a mage that can board us back if we really need to. Alright, so we're 68. And pretty much, at 68, you can accept the Kara quest, the start of the Kara quest. So we're gonna make our way out the Kara. But we're gonna root it in nicely. We hit 68. We're gonna go to Org. We're gonna train up, get all of our skills, take the Zeppelin to Gromgal, and then once you're in Gromgal, you're gonna fly to Stonard. Now, this is kind of shout out to the melee Andes, the melee cleave Andes out here, because if you're a spell cleave, you'll be able to portal to Stonard, right? With a mage. You get portal to Stonard, I think at like 35 or something. So you should have it, but we gotta take care of the melee cleave Andes as well, right? So, let's go. Yep, Kara's in attunement. Alright. think in OG TBC you just got teleported away if you were in the opposite faction. Yeah, probably. They might have done some hashtag, some changes for that. Will this add-on be Horde only? No, it's Alliance as well. I just didn't make the Alliance Dungeon Cleave yet, but I'm going to make that in the coming days. We just got the Horde one into a good spot, and then we're going to have to do all the ones for Alliance. Do it for Alliance in the coming days. But we have a little bit of time, because this is only going to be applicable 60 to 70, and we have 13 days before then. Okay. But, like I said earlier, the 1 to 60 will be released today for Alliance and Horde. All classes, all races. It's customized for every class. As you can see, it detects that I'm a Warlock right here. It has the nice little juicy class icon right there. Nice little custom art right there. Is that our Zeppelin? No, that one goes to Undercity. We might be in good shape. We gotta go to Gromval. Oh, never mind. Left. But yeah, that one's coming out tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Or midnight EST. And the 1 to 30 is already out right now, and the 58 to 60 is already out right now. So if you want to test that out, you can do it as we speak. Yeah. Well, okay, Shadow Labs Pog. Yep, that's all coming real soon. We just need to make sure we get that nice key fragment quest first. Any questions so far, man? Hey guys, you guys enjoying it so far? Enjoying the content? Just have an ATS in your group? Yeah, true. If anything, we should probably make a note if you have an ATS fly there. It's the type of thing, though, that what percentage of players actually have an ATS? I guess the players that are going to dungeon cleave have a higher percentage, right? But, yeah, we could add a little note in there. Teleport to ATS. Skip like 10 steps. Teleport with ATS. Honestly, hearing how excited you are about TBC is making me more excited for TBC. Hell yeah, brother. It's going to be so fun, man. It's going to be a great old time. Hey, what's up, Gruzo? How we doing, man? What time is the pre-patch out? Somebody said, what, 3 p.m. tomorrow, BST? Do we know yet if the mount you get for pre-order is for characters on all your account or just one? No idea. The Warp Stalker one? Yeah, no clue, man. No clue. Probably all characters, though, I bet. That's my guess, because I think that's how they do store mounts usually. Just watched your pre-TBC video. Great help, man. Thank you so much, man. Glad you enjoyed. 3 p.m. is TBC launch. I made a pally today to test the 1 to 30 guide. I'm already level 20. Yeah? You liking it, though? Like, yo, be honest, give it to me straight. You liking it though? Like, it's that's the best part when people love it. You know, it is smooth as hell. I love it so much, man. Like I said at the beginning, you know, like this Rested XP project has kind of been reminding me of why I love like entrepreneurship and building stuff. So much fun, man. Seeing something become a real thing. Okay, so I'll give you the overview. We're going to fly to Stonard. We're going to travel to Karazhan. We're going to talk to Archmage Altaris, who will start the attunement chain. Then we're going to accept the 2 quests outside of Kara, Arcane Disturbances, Restless Activity. Then we have a waypoint to guide you to the cellars, because some people who are new to it, or maybe they forgot, they're going to forget how to get downstairs into that underground compound with all the ghosts and stuff. So you're going to go into the cellar, and then you're going to start killing the ghosts, as well as getting an underground well reading. That's the kind of like straight ahead once you go down that first cellar. Then you come back up, you get the underground pond reading. Ghostly Essence 10, you turn them in, you accept contact from Dalaran. So the next part of this quest chain is going to take you out to the real Hillsbrad foothills, right on the border between the Alterac Mountains and the Hillsbrad foothills. So you're already in Eastern Kingdoms. So you could portal to Undercity and fly there, or if you're a melee Cleave Andy group, then you're going to have to basically go back to Stonard and fly to Terran Mill. So then you're going to go to the outskirts of Dalaran and speak to this Archmage. It's pretty much right about here. He's right by the water. Look. Yo, Cordonva, thank you, man, for the 5, bro. Appreciate it, my man. Greetings from Germany. Thank you so much for the 5, Cordonva. I appreciate the continued support, man. Definitely recognize the name. Alright, let's fly over to Stonard. Good job, Kargoz and team. Thank you so much, Dangerous. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna go out here, talk to the Archmage on the water. Now here's the big brain thing. You're gonna accept the follow-up, and if you're a melee Cleave Andy team, and you don't have Hearthstone on, if your Hearthstone is on cooldown, which it will be, what you can do is you go to Shadowfan Keep, which is not that far. You're basically right here. You can push up across that lake on the western coast of it, go into Silverpine and go and basically get a heart out of SFK. It's not that long, it's just a couple minutes. So even if you don't have a mage, you're fine. So then you'd heart the Shatra. Kind of getting ahead of myself here. I don't want to make it to Kara and show you guys, but yeah, it'll take too long if we actually go to all the places, right? I might as well just keep going. You guys can visualize it, you know? Alright, so you're back in Shatra. You're going to ride to the center of the city. You're going to turn in Khadgar, then accept entry to Karazhan. Entry to Karazhan is... Entry to Karazhan is the quest that makes you get the first key fragment. Okay, because the follow-up quest to that is called the second and third key fragments. That's the follow-up quest. So you need to get the first key fragment. Where do you get the first key fragment? Shadow Labs. So you're going to fly to Stonebreaker. You're going to use the key that you obtained from Sethic Halls at the end. You're going to open that Shadow Labyrinth door up. You're going to go in. And then you're going to full clear Shadow Labyrinth, which is a bit tough, but you can do it. You're going to be 68 and change. And you're going to have to take out Murmur, who isn't the easiest, but it can be done. Nice sick loot in there. And the cool thing about Shadow Labs is you're getting the Lower City reputation, which is a very, very high impact reputation. So you're going to get the first key fragment. You're going to go to the center city, turn it in. Then you're going to accept the follow-up, second and third fragments. Now, you're going to travel to Steam Vaults. Just fuck it. I'll just go on another character or something and fly around. It's taking too long on 1X, man. Here. Let's just do this. Okay. This is, by the way, the guide editor that we use. It's a separate add-on that Zorant made. Check it out. This like allows us to make guides. We even have like these tools to help make things faster. So like if there's some kind of like important thing here that we need to do, I can do a command like guide go to, add a little note, you know, and type whatever. And if I bring up my guide editor, and this is all going to be public one day, so everybody can make their own guides and everything. We're going to set everybody up so they can make their own. So I get the coordinates of where I'm at. I can add little notes and stuff like that. All right, where were we though? We were at, because you guys can just use your imagination with the Kara stuff, right? A lot of us have done it before. Where were we at? We're at Shadow Labs. Okay, first key fragment. Here we go. Yeah, so you're going to obtain the first key fragment from defeating Murmur at the end of Shadow Labs. You're going to go to Center City, turn in the quest, accept second and third fragments, fly to Swamp Rat Post, which is right here in Zangarmarsh, and then you're going to go to Coil Fang, because Coil Fang has Steam Vaults, and Steam Vaults has the second key fragment. So there's another quest that opens up by this level, and it's called the Warlord's Hideout. It's to get Warlord Kala Thresh's head. You're going to do Steam Vaults, get the second key fragment, get his head, leave, turn in Warlord's Hideout. I think it actually skipped some steps because this character's already done them. Yeah, we skipped some steps. Okay, hold on, I'm going back. You look at this bottom part. This character is already done. I've done a lot of these steps already. So like if you've done steps on a character, by the way, it's kind of a feature actually. It's going to be grayed out. You see that? So this character in particular has already done these quests. That's why it's like skipping some steps. But let me go back. So yeah, you're going to run Shadow Labs to 69. So you got the first key fragment and you're going to run it to 69. So this is going to get you well into Honored. You're going to be big chillin'. And if you want to improve the efficiency, it just has to depend on your group. But a lot of groups, what they do on P servers, they just do the first two bosses and then reset and then do it again. All right. So you turn that in, fly to Swamp Rat, and then you're going to run Steam Vaults. And believe it or not, we actually calculated this yesterday. This is the amount of XP you need into 69 for Steam Vaults. So you only have to run like a good, a decent Dungeon Cleave benchmark for XP per hour we were talking about yesterday is, let's say, 200k XP per hour, right? So you only need to run Steam Vaults 271k XP's worth. So this might be an hour and a half, or maybe 2 hours tops or something, or probably an hour and a half. So that's all you're spending in Steam Vaults, just an hour and a half. Then you leave, you turn in the Warlord's Hideout, and then we calculated all the remainder of all these quests added up, as well as the mob XP that you get from all the quests added up. So basically it's all part of the plan. You're gonna ding 70 at the perfect time. Sorry, alright, yeah, this is pretty big brain. I kinda wanna show you this. Let me fly to Zangarmarsh. Okay, fly to Zangarmarsh. Okay. 1 second. Yo, Frost Lad, thank you so much for the Prime, man. 7 months of support. You love to see it, man. Thank you so much. Jeff Ward with the 100 bits. Which add-on is this? It's called the RestedXP add-on, my man. RestedXP. Out right now for you to check out. Yo, Jerome, great to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Having a great day, man. How's it going, Jerome? When does this guide become available? The Dungeon Cleave is not available yet. We're going to release it real soon. And like I said, anybody who buys it before pre-patch, we'll give it to them just for free. Because this is like a secondary, like, complimentary product for Dungeon Cleave. Like, we're mainly like the 1 to 60, 1 to 70 leveling guide. So we're just going to throw this in for free, pretty much. But it'll be Alliance and Horde versions of it. But yeah, it's not out yet. The 1 to 60 will be released in a few hours, though. Yeah. Oh, free to 1 to 30. Yep, you can download it right now. Free 1 to 30. You can probably... I don't know if it's on CurseForge yet. I think there's like an approval process on CurseForge. Like, it takes a few days. But it's on the site if you want to go to RestedXP.com. Just check it out. Alright, so we're going to show Zenger Marsh, and we're going to show you the route after you leave Quillfang Reservoir and you did 271k XP into 69. We're going to show you the steps from there. It's kind of cool. 1 to 70 tomorrow. No, the 60 to 70 portion will come out with TBC, right? But the 1 to 60, which is pre-patch, totally good for pre-patch, will come out in a few hours. Yep. Specifically only if you purchase the full guide for both factions that you get the Dungeon Cleave. No, oh, is it? Okay, it might be that, actually. I'm not sure the specifics of it. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. TBC hype, TBC hype. Yep. What up, TikToks? Good to see you, bro. Seidel with the 2. It only works if you're on PTR, right? What do you mean? The regular leveling guide will work on pre-patch. Like, pre-patch is going live tomorrow, right? So, starting tomorrow, the 1 to 60 routes are fully solid, comprehensive, all classes included. This is a separate thing. This is 60 to 70 Dungeon Cleave. This will be available at a later date, and we'll throw it in for everybody who's bought the guides up to this point. That's just token of appreciation. Alright, so... When's the pre-patch dropping? Tomorrow, my friend. 3 p.m. PST looks like it's coming out. Let's see, let's see. So, I wish this mount would go faster, man. I wish I was on the glide mount so I could show you. But so you finish Steam Vaults. Now, we're going to do Netherstorm without a flying mount, while it's still giving XP. And we're going to do, our objective at this point, is to get the Arcatraz key quest done, or as far as we can possibly go, without a flying mount, so that you're hitting multiple birds with 1 stone, right? Because I'll tell you right now, 99% of people are going to do the Arcatraz key quest chain. First of all, a lot of them are going to forget about it. They're going to forget that you can't summon into Netherstorm. They're going to forget that you need a key to open Arcatraz, and they're just going to be sitting there kind of feeling, just scrambling to get this Arcatraz key quest done. So you're going to do it nice and clean while you're leveling, so it's productive on multiple fronts. You're getting the key, and you're getting XP. Alright, so we're in Zenger Marsh now. So, what we're basically going to do... I'm just going to fly to the edge here. You're going to swim out of Coilfang, and you're going to run up to this top east. If you're Alliance, I believe... If you're Alliance, I believe the entrance into Blade's Edge is in the top left, right? Isn't there like a city or something here? But Horde, it's in the top right. There's going to be a cave. Yeah, so you're going to go and accept this quest, killing the crawlers. There's a juicy free kill quest. Gives really nice XP, and all you have to do is kill 6 things. Kill 6 spiders. And the cool thing about this cave is you can mount up in it. So you don't have to walk all the way through it. I'll show you in 1 second. It just takes forever to arrive places. How do you resize the RestedXP quest window? All you gotta do is just do this, man. Hold down Alt, and then just shift it around like this. It'll become big, become small, and then look at this little minimalist mode. Check it out. You shrink it like this. Hold on. Shrink it like this. Look at that. You're just a one-step Andy at that point. Only the top part shown. This mode is really growing on me. Okay, so here's the cave I was talking about. You basically come out of Steam Vaults, you push northeast up to this ramp, and then you're gonna go talk to a guy up here. Am I using the slow mount? I'm trolling. Guys, why didn't you tell me? No wonder it was taking so long. Oh wait, did I switch characters? I don't have epic riding on this guy, that's why. Oh man, you see it. That's why. Anyway, you won't have an epic mount, you won't have a flying mount anyway at this point. So, you're riding up here. Alright. So you're gonna talk to this guy. He's gonna give you the quest to kill the spiders, and you just kill 6 of these guys. Super easy, low-hanging fruit. You're a group. They could take you like 2 milliseconds, and then as you can see, you can actually mount up in this cave. You don't have to walk it. Just kill 6 spiders. Big chillin'. Pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna enter into Blade's Edge now, and then pick up the flight path, which we'll do in a second, and then you're gonna look for a subtle path on the left as you navigate through just fear. Instant fear. Kind of yikes though. Is this thing hard? It's a big spider. Hopefully don't die in here. Yeah, you're gonna look for this pathway on the left, and that's gonna lead you up to Netherstorm. And then how about I just survive real quick first though? A little scary, yeah, by myself. No dungeon cleave to back me up right here. But that should be the exit of the cave right there.
Fresh meat.
A little bit scary. Okay. And the other cool thing about this guy too is it does take you to a lot of the zones. You get to go to Blade's Edge, you get to go to Netherstorm, you get to pretty much do almost all of the dungeons as well. So you're actually getting a very colorful TBC experience as well. You're not just like literally slave bends, because that might be the absolute min-max best if you just stay in slave bends for like a humongous stretch of levels. Alright, so now you're here. Let me mount up with my actual ground mount because it's faster. Okay. So Blade's Edge, very nice zone. Aesthetically pleasing, underrated zone, I would say. You're gonna go in here. This is Thunderhold Stronghold. You're gonna get the flight path, and then you're also gonna get a couple of free breadcrumb quests that take you to Area 52. So yeah, you turn it in, you get these 2 quests here, Apprentice Request and Out of This World Produce. Those are gonna take you to Area 52. Then you're gonna push up north here, and there's gonna be a small path on the left. And you take this path up, and it leads up to Evergrove. Evergrove is like a neutral druid encampment right here, and you can get a flight path there. And then you push up into this, spiny part of the area where you see those warlocks in Tier 3 walking around, and the raptors. And then you're pretty much going to enter Netherstorm through a really cool looking bridge. And let's just fly up to Evergrove so I can show you.
Well met.
Okay, flying up to Evergrove.
Farewell.
So if I level now, I don't have to pay for clone right now. Sorry, I want to be sure. Tomorrow they were saying that the snapshot's going to happen. So tomorrow you'd have to decide, right? Yeah, tomorrow you're going to have to decide. How long is 60 to 70 hours? It just depends what you're doing. I don't know. I don't know. It's just, there's too many variables to consider. If you're going to dungeon cleave, if you're going to level, some people say 4.5 levels an average, 4.5 hours per level for just an average player, and averaging them all in. But there you go. The route is solid, though, I can tell you that. So a lot of people have never even been here probably in TBC. It's a cool little druid encampment. So now I'm going to show you this bridge that leads into Netherstorm. And I'm going to be honest with you. I never really quested in Netherstorm in terms of leveling. I would always go to Netherstorm personally once I'm 70. I have my flying mount, and then I just fly into Netherstorm and do the quests and do all that stuff then. So this was really cool to me to learn about this. I never saw this bridge, really, because I would just fly into Netherstorm from this way, just straight out of Shat, fly right into Netherstorm. This is a really cool looking bridge we're about to see. Also, these guys right here, they drop a quest, but apparently it's not worth it. But they look really cool. This is my warlock looks like. These fell corruptors. But if you wanted to, maybe you could kill them and see if they drop the quest item for you. It's not 100%. Does Blizzard allow this pay for add-ons? So it's I understand it can be confusing. There's other add-ons that do a similar type of thing, but the add-on is open source and free. There's no premium version of the add-on whatsoever. Anything paid is just a Lua file that you're downloading and you can drop it in there. So it's paying for the data rather than the add-on itself. The add-on is totally free and open to anybody. You guys can make your own guides using it. In fact, we're going to actually build some tools in the coming months here so that people can seamlessly make their own guide with their own arrow and everything. All right, let me just skip ahead right here. Yeah, so the next step on our thing here is to get the Area 52 flight path. That's the arrow we're following right now. So we're about to come up to this bridge. Yep. Alright. Best Horde PvE race for Warlock. PvE race, pretty much no contest, man. Hate to break it to you, it's gonna have to be the Orc. The Orc Master race there for PvE. It's a cool looking bridge, right? I would reckon a good percentage of you in the chat never saw this bridge in your life. Pretty cool one, man. Leads into Netherstorm. I thought the idea of doing Netherstorm without a flying mount in general was terrifying, but Tactics was like, nah, man, it's no problem. There's plenty of bridges. You just need to know where to go, and it's totally good. And apparently, Netherstorm is the best XP per hour in the game, in all of Outlands. You can actually do, I think, if you're just questing normally, like almost 2 levels here. All right, so we're almost at the juice. TBC zones look comfy. When would you recommend the Dungeon Cleave? The Dungeon Cleave or the questing one? It really depends on you. I mean, I don't know what the demand for Dungeon Cleave guide is going to be. I know a good percentage of the sweaties are going to Dungeon Cleave. I'm going to Dungeon Cleave, and I'm going to use this exact route when I stream it all in a few days' time. I'm going to use this, shoot, I went the wrong way. Let me see. Do I survive that? Do we win these? I don't know, man. I don't think we win these. Let's go around. Yeah, I'm using this exact route with Grays, with Winky, with Silver, with Chicken Basket. So, pretty much, I'm going to be refining this more and more in the coming days and weeks, because I want us to have like the best experience, and for us to cross the finish line, everybody's in good spirits, everybody's had a great time, and we're going to get this route ultra solid. So I don't know how many people are going to Dungeon Cleave versus solo level versus duo level. Maybe you guys could share how you're going to level. Solo, duo, trio, Dungeon Cleave, Dungeon Spam, Boost, solo, you know? I don't really know. But all I know, this is relevant to me, and I just like really wanted to make this, and I think it's going to help a lot of people out. Because the thing is, even in the sweatiest guilds, I feel, there's going to be like weak links, there's going to be new players, there's going to be people who are really good players but just lack experience with TBC. From like a raid leader, guild master type perspective, this is like quality control. If you send your soldiers all out to use this Dungeon Cleave guide, and they all break off into their little squad sized elements and they go execute on the mission, right? This is going to cross them in the finish line in a really high quality way. They're all going to be Keratin, they're all going to have Arcatraz key, they're all going to have flying mounts, they're all going to be like heroic, or sorry, honored with the correct reputations. Like, that seems juicy as hell. Like, you put your whole guild on this, right? And then you're hitting mags day 2. You're hitting mags day 3, essentially, right? Alright, so now we're in Area 52. Okay, set your Hearthstone Area 52. You're about to see some super hot fire here in a second.
Keep it real.
I learned about all this stuff pretty much yesterday. Not the Arcatraz stuff, but the southern Netherstorm stuff. So you're going to get the flight path, which is out there. Just pretend like we already got it. Set the Hearthstone. Okay. Now, I already did it on this guy, so that's why he doesn't have it. But what you're going to do is you're going to start the Arcatraz Key Quest Attunement Chain. Starts from this dude right here. You're going to pick up all the other quests as well, including like wanted poster quests for like Netherrock and for the servo guy. You're going to get a bunch of these quests. Now, what you're going to do at this point, because we have some juicy arcs here, is you're going to push down southeast into this ruins right here, the Arklon ruins. And what you're going to do is you're going to do this Archmage Vargoth staff is insanity XP per hour. And it's a huge ass chain, and it's actually pretty group friendly too. And we actually tested this too. So some of you who might have done this quest in the past, you might be thinking to yourself, how is this group friendly? You have to go get like the flawed power fragments up here, right? See this flawless crystal shard? And even Tactics was like, nah man, you know you can't do it. But he was like, let's test it anyway. We went up here, group loot, crystal shard group loot. All 5 of you can loot it, and it's a good drop rate. Takes 2 seconds. You do this quest in like 2 seconds. Anyway, so you come here, you do the first part of the Vargosh quest. You use this blue conjuring powder in your bag right here in this ruins, which I'm about to show you in 2 seconds. Any arena today? Maybe in a little bit, bro. I've been so fixated on the guide, man. Maybe another stream, possibly. Okay, so you go to this little part of the ruins, and then you use this blue powder. You summon a demon, you kill it. We're talking the thickest of arcs here. Shoot, skip forward. It's because I've done all these quests. See how they're gray to me? So I've done them all because we were testing it last night. That's why it's like skipping through, because the guide has like kind of an AI to it, sort of. First key fragment. Sorry. Yep, we accepted all these quests. The Annihilator server down with Netherrock powder. So this is the demon you're gonna kill. This is the first part of the Alcatraz key quest attunement chain. We gotta kill this guy, Pentatron. And then after you kill Pentatron, you get the Archon Crystal Fragment. Okay, you're gonna turn it in. And with this Archmage Staff, here's the important thing. We gotta make a note for it every time. You turn this quest in with an item in your bag, which is the guy's staff. You right click it and you summon like a spirit of the guy. You turn it in right away. And then we're gonna turn in the first part of the Alcatraz quest chain. Then we're gonna do Flawless Crystal Shard, which is the follow-up to Archmage Vargoth quest. That's up here, and we tested that yesterday. That is group loot, so it's easy money to do that. Turn that in, accept Curse of the Violet Hold. Yep, you use the item in your bag to turn that in. And now there's a couple quests here that are kind of brutal to do in a group. There's no way around it though, because it's part of the Alcatraz key quest attunement chain. So you just kind of have to like bite the bullet and do them. And the first of those quests is going to be this one right here, to get the 10 Zaxxas insignia. The Zaxxas insignia drop from the Ethereals in this location southwest of Area 52, and there is a ton of them. So you have a couple options here. Like if you have like a multi-dot type of comp with multiple warlocks, it'd probably be advantageous and more efficient to dot everything up together. Or you could consider splitting up, because they're a huge area. Like there's some over here, there's some way over there. This whole area is full of them. But on average, you might have to kill approximately 200, because we looked at the drop rate, and it's going to basically be 20 per person. But the thing is, in a 5-man dungeon, Cleave, how long does it take to kill 200 normal mobs? It's really not that long. Like, it might take like 15, 20 minutes or something to kill 200 mobs as a group, because you're just pumping. Look how many there are. They're all over the place. But there's really nothing you can do. You have to get these insignias, because you can't progress the quest chain. Also, you have to kill this guy, Netherrock, who's patrolling around. And the thing is, like, while you're doing that, you could look for him. He patrols all along the southern coast right here, starting from right about here all the way up to the Archon ruins to the bridge. So you could just be on the lookout for this guy. So you have to do that anyway, right? So then you turn it in, you accept Warp Raider and Assad, which is the follow-up in the Alcatraz key quest. Then you're basically going to push over to this location right here, and he's right here. He's like a boss, but not really. He has 2 ads next to him, but he's just normal. You just kill his ass, takes 2 seconds, especially in a 5-man. Oh, and then you do a really fun quest. I never did this quest before. Let me know if you guys did this quest in the chat. You get a quest over here by this goblin, and it's a Fel Reaver, but with heart. So you pretty much have to kill this Fel Reaver that's already been like destroyed on the ground, and you're trying to rip out its heart, but you're getting attacked by Ethereals the whole time. But in a group, it's not bad. It's a suggested 2-person quest, but in a group, easy money, like free quest, and it's big XP. So you do that, turn it in. There's no follow-up. It's just kind of an isolated, juicy nugget. Then, yeah, you're splitting up. You're looking for Netherrock. That's the guy we just saw a second ago, that big mountain giant-looking guy with purple on him. And then here comes the super hot fire arc that is way more experienced than even Ring of Blood. Probably 300-400k XP per hour. Too good to pass up in any kind of leveling guide. Tailored to a 5-man dungeon Cleave, so that you're skipping the ones that are not going to be group-friendly. It's about to happen right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yep. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. So I'll take us over there. Another Elite Southwest. Yo, what up, Craigs? What up, man? Good to see you, bro. You remember that Fel Reaver quest back in the day? TBC hype, TBC hype. Which one would you recommend? The Dungeon Cleave or the normal questing one? That's on you, bro. Like, I think a Dungeon Cleave... What sounds more fun to you guys? Honestly, I mean, don't be biased here if I'm doing Dungeon Cleave. It just really depends on personal taste. If someone gave you 2 options, level to 70 with a group of your friends in a 5-man stack, just doing dungeons and kind of doing some quest to it, like kind of like an 80-20 margin, 80% dungeon, 20% questing, and you just do the whole thing together. To some people, that's more fun, right? And that's an option, and it's going to be efficient, and you all kind of like cross the finish line together, and you can just start doing heroics together. Or some people just like to go solo or duo. Either way, you're going to have like a route you can follow, right? And it'll be fun either way. So, all right, here comes the super hot fire. There's this bridge that leads to the southern island of Netherstorm. I never did any of these quests before. These ones here in the Kiran Var village. And to my understanding, other than just them giving super hot fire XP, I don't think you ever have to come here ever again. So you cross this bridge. Oh yeah, you kill Netherrock. Oh god, it's skipping everything because I just did it already. We're gonna have to look at the bottom part here. Okay, so the first step is you're gonna walk inside Maniforge Koru right here, and you're gonna kill Annihilator Servo. Oh sorry, you're gonna kill Arcane Annihilator. What the Arcane Annihilator is he is a yellow robot, and he just patrols inside of the middle of this area. It's not bad. Again, it's probably not something you could do solo. You can see him a little bit. I don't want to go in there because we're going to have to kill everything, and it's going to take a minute. This is him, though. He just patrols in this little room. So in a 5-man stack, yeah, he's a 68 elite. That's easy money in a 5-man stack. You'll be able to clap him out real quick. So then, that's the wanted poster. One of them. Oh, shoot. I'm not going to be able to mount. All right, am I? I might as well just fight. We got to kill a few, probably. Give me a second. Depends if you have a group of friends and if y'all have the same time schedule. It's true. Like, I kind of like was making this guide thinking it might be pretty niche, but I do know as well, like a lot of the turbo sweats, and not even sweats, but like a lot of streamers and stuff, like people are gonna dungeon cleave. Like I know Sart's gonna dungeon cleave, Bulk's gonna dungeon cleave, I'm gonna dungeon cleave. I don't know how many people are gonna do it, but we're throwing it in there for you if you guys are buying the regular leveling guide. I think does this look fun to anybody though? Like the route so far actually looks genuinely fun. Like I went from being stressed out about it to like legitimately like, dude, this is gonna be hype. All right. So, all right, we killed the servo. Now we got to get Sigil of Crassus. This is the Archmaid Vargoth quest follow-up. So where you get this is over here. There's a little blood elf, village thing with some tents. It's over on the far side. I'm looking at it over there. And you're gonna kill a name mob, and you're gonna get Sigil of Crassus. Then you turn in Sigil of Crassus right away using the item in your bag. Seems fun. I just have no friends. Yeah, I mean, we got the 1 to 70 route for you too, man, if you just wanna go solo dolo. So pretty much, yeah, you turn it in right here, and then you go to this area. Be honest, a lot of you never went here, huh? Look at this. Look at this area. It's like they teleported Stratholme area, like a Plaguelands town into outer space. And all the citizens of it, they're not ghouls and stuff. They're straight up like arcane weird things. They're ghosts. It's a pretty cool area. But yeah, I never really did any of the quests here until yesterday with tactics, and we added this in. We carved out all the group unfriendly quests. And then we only left the group friendly quests, so you're not going to accept every quest here. And it's nutty XP per hour. More XP per hour than like Ring of Blood. Like Ring of Blood is actually kind of small sun XP per hour, even though it's iconic question. So you're going to come here, you're going to pick up all these quests, and then you're going to get the Mana Bomb fragment. The Mana Bomb is right there. That's it. So you ride over here, you get that. Then you come over here, and then you look for a bunch of named guys. And here's the juicy thing. Each one of these named guys, it gives full XP. I'm talking 12,300 XP for each one of these named guys. So here's one. Abjurist Belmara. There is 2 other ones as well. So I'm talking, you kill this, takes 2 milliseconds, 12,300 XP. Juicy. Then there's another one over here. There's a no mage over here. So then there is a quest here where you have to go into the houses and you click a scroll, and you might think, oh, that's going to be very group unfriendly, clicking a scroll, you know, like there is a respawn time, but I'm talking like 3-second respawn time. You click the scroll, it respawns in 3 seconds. The next guy clicks the scroll, respawns 3 seconds. It's really not bad, and it's in all these houses. So you do that. Come over here. Oh, then you turn it in, right? Use the staff, turn it in. That's the next part of that Vargoth question. Then you look for a male gnome. Male gnome is here. Colleen Frost Weaver. Kill him. Easy money, 12,300. Then you look for a male blood elf over here. Easy money, 12,300. Then you kill mobs around the blacksmith and leave Ronzis, because Ronzis is the guy you're gonna need for the follow-up, so you leave him alive. But he respawns really quick anyway. Like, there he is over there, Ronzis. So, mark him. Like, you would just be killing all these severed spirits because you need it for a quest. You need like 20, but you leave that guy up. Alright, then you're doing some quests, then you turn all... You get the smithing hammer. You kill the severed spirits. You turn in indispensable tools. You pick up Master Smith Ronsis. That's the dude over there. You're gonna kill him right in a second. You turn in a bunch of quests. Then you're gonna have to put people's spirits to rest. So you got these items, and it's gonna take you on waypoints. It doesn't take very long at all, and only one person in your group has to use the item. You just have to go to the correct house and then use an item in your bag, and this will all be done in literally 1 minute. Then you kill 20 mobs, but they're all right around that area. These Mana Seekers and Mage Slayers. So I'll show you where they're at right now. Like, as you're basically pressing the items in these houses, you're just killing all these guys. So it's 20 mobs in a 5-man dungeon cleave. I mean, that'll take just a couple minutes. Then you turn all these juicy ass quests in right there. You accept when the cows come home. This makes you talk to a ghost cow out in the field. And then you escort the ghost cow back here. Escort Bessie on her way home. See her in a second. She's over here. She's over... Yeah, you see this little farm over here? There's gonna be a ghost cow over here. I'll show you. And the Cleave Guide seems like it's very relevant. Everyone be on the exact same page. The thing is, you can be on the exact same page with the Cleave Guide because you're like, Grace, what step are you on? 189. Oh, I was on 175. My bad. And everybody just goes to the same step, and it keeps you totally focused, on point, morale high, organized, big chillin'. So here's the cow right here. You have to talk to this cow, then you escort this cow back to that tower. That's called the Violet Tower. Easy quest there. You kill a named mob, Spell Reaper Marithel. It'll have coordinates the whole way. Then you're gonna push over to this cool Blood Elf encampment as well. I don't think I've seen this Blood Elf model elsewhere. It's actually really cool. It almost looks like a circus to me. Let me know what you think. But look at this Blood Elf structure. There's something weird about it. Maybe there's the structures in Silver Moon as well, but it's kind of cool. It reminds me of a circuit or a circus or like a banquet hall. But you come over here, and this is also a group-friendly quest. All these quests are super group-friendly, so it tells you to destroy the ballistas in the tents and kill a few archers, right? The good news is that if you destroy the tent, it gives it to your whole group. So again, this quest looks like it's going to take a minute. It will take 2 minutes tops for your group to just power through it. You know, everybody's going to have the dynamite, and you can just split up and just burn everything down, and then it'll all be shared. Then you turn it in with the Archmage staff. Then you turn in all those other quests back at the Violet Hold, and you accept Down with Daedalus, which is a quest from over there, right? Then you heart the Area 52. Do I have heart the Area 52? Yep. Let's just do that right now. Is that an add-on like Zygor? Yeah, it's like Zygor. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure they have another TBC offering too. I like that it auto-trains your abilities and skips the ones you don't need. Yup. And you can turn that option off, by the way. You might think that's kind of bad, but you can turn it off, like the auto-train. It's right here. Trainer automation. Alright, so you're going to come back here. You're going to turn in everything. I actually have a quest to turn in. We were doing this last night. I will turn it in. What's up? There it is. Look, and you're getting tons of rewards, too. A lot of these group quests that you're doing, man, get some juicy rewards. I imagine if you did this in a 58 boost, you'd actually have some nice gear. So you turn in the Netherrock quest. Oh, it skipped a bunch. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you're going to ride back to the Violet Tower. Wait. No, you're not. Okay, yeah, what you're going to do, never mind. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Maniforge Duro. So you're going to push east out of Area 52. You're going to cross this bridge, and you're going to go to Maniforge Duro. Now, this is the only other painful group quest. There's only 2 in really the whole route. And the reason why we can't take them out is they're part of the Arcatraz Key quest. So it could take you 20 minutes to do it. I'm going to be honest with you. But you're going to have to sink those 20 minutes into it anyway, and at least you're with good company. And it's to get this box of surveying equipment. So you need 10 per person, so you need 50 total, right? But the good thing is it's a huge area. The whole area of Maniforge Duro, which we're going to get to in a second, they all have boxes, and there's tons of Blood Elves. And you have to do another quest over there anyway to kill this guy's Summoner Canton. He's a Blood Elf that's walking around with the Water Elemental. And there's another quest you have to do over there as well. So you have to kill this guy, Master Daedalus Dawnstrike. He's a Blood Elf that looks... He's got a bunch of armor on him. So there's a few things you have to do over there, and just no way around it. You got to get through it. You got to get that Arcatraz key. Might as well do it in a group while it's still giving you XP, right? Keep in mind, you're going to be doing this like a sad boy usually at 70. Yeah, you get some bonus gold, but you're not getting XP from it, right? So it would feel a bit bad. You're doing this all while it's giving you full, massive Netherstorm XP, right? So I'll show you the area before I go to the next step. Hey, do you think Affliction or Demo is better in a Dungeon Cleave? I would actually think, it depends on your group comp, but I think I'm gonna go Destro, believe it or not. That's, you know, was anybody there doing the 10-man spell cleave, or the 10-man Dungeon Cleave for Classic before they fixed it? I remember there was this Onslaught super, like, Navy SEAL group, right? And they brought me in because I was the only other Warlock that had, like, the next rank of Hellfire up. There wasn't another one online. So they're like, hey, man, you wanna come in? So I came in, right? Most high-speed ZF 10-man I ever saw in my life. They're doing these huge pulls, and they're pulling them behind little cracks and corners, and what they would have me do is they'd be like, hold, and then they say, go. And that's when you Hellfire. And then when you Hellfire, you have a chance to stun the mobs, right? It's not per tick. It's only just once per cast, but there's another Warlock there too. So when you have 2 Warlocks and you're both Hellfiring, the RNG of it is that you're just going to be stunning a ton of the mobs. They're almost perma-stunned. So those Destro talents are really nice. And then also keep in mind that Destro in TBC has an ability called Shadow Fury, which is a big AoE circle that stuns for 2 seconds. So having 2 Warlocks, so we have 2 Warlocks in our Cleave group, with Shadow Fury, 2 Warlocks with Hellfire or Rain of Fire stun potential, Destro might be the play. But again, you're going to be kind of gimped out in the open world by yourself. You kind of have to be like full commit, full send to the group leveling, you feel me? But, you know, Felguard's fine too. Felguard cleaves, it's big damage, you're durable, you're tanky, there's less scuffability, you know, it's just... Demo would be great. I would basically either go Demo or Destro, is my thoughts on it. Yeah, so this is that quest I was telling you about. It's not the most group friendly, it kind of sucks, but you're going to have to do it for the Arcatraz key. You're going to have to get 50 of these boxes. As you can see though, they're all over the place, and you can kind of just like fan out together as a team and go all around this Mana Forge and just get the boxes. They're everywhere. You'll see them, and you're going to have to get 50. It may take 15 minutes or something, but you're getting XP from it. You know, you're hitting a couple birds with one stone. So you do all this, and then Master Daedalus, it's Master Daedalus guy. Jeez, man, these guys don't play. The aggro from so far. He is over here, I believe. Whoa, look at that. Bunch of Blood Elf archers. I didn't even notice that before. Killing a bunch of mana worms. Actually pretty cool. Oh, there he is. Look at him. He has his little RP. You have to kill this guy running around, this Blood Elf with armor and his cool bow. Yeah, you're gonna kill that guy. Then you're gonna go back to the Violet Tower, which is this down here. You push back there, you turn into a bunch of things, then you're going to summon a guy named Arkelos. It's really easy. It's a normal mob. You fight him inside the Violet Tower, you walk right inside of it, you summon it, you kill it, you turn it in. Then you're going to go to the next part of Netherstorm. So you're going to push up into Eco Dome Midrealm, and you're going to do you're going to turn in one of these quests here, and you're going to get audience with the Prince. The Prince is the leader of the Ethereal tribe, whatever they're called. He's in Stormspire, he's in his little castle. So you're going to go up there next. So you're going to pop in Eco Dome Midrealm. Then you go up to Stormspire. And then he's going to give you this triangulation. He's going to give you this triangulation quest arc. This is part of the Arcatraz key quest chain as well. It's big XP. It doesn't take very long. Pretty much they're going to send you to a location here at Manaforge Ultras, one at Ara, and the third one might be Duro. Either way, you just use a little item, and then you look for a Hunter's Mark thing on the ground. You walk to the Hunter's Mark thing, you get the quest credit. Each one gives 12,300 XP. It's big XP. And then, let's fly up there though. Stormspire is actually really, really nice. This whole Netherstorm area has been growing on me massively. I've been spending a lot of time out here in the past days, just observing. I mean, look at the skybox, man. Look at the skybox. See, what 15-year-old game, by the way. What a beautiful zone, man. It grows on you. And then if you go inside these bubbles, it's like this very lush environment, like the hyper fertile environment, like really big beasts and, like, you know, overgrown ferns and jungle type of foliage in there. It's really cool. Very inspired, but yeah. Oh, and this area too, quick aside, I don't think it's going to be there on phase 1. What's cool about this area, guys? Anybody in the chat know? I feel like we're on a safari. What's cool about this area? What is interesting about this area? Somebody in the chat's going to know. My guildie, my buddy Rafflington, showed me this for the first time. It blew my mind. Oh wait, am I in the wrong area? Am I trolling? Oh no, I'm in the right area. Okay, this will make it a little more obvious. What is interesting about this? About what I'm looking at right now. Wait, can you do this phase 1? I don't think these bubbles would be here. You just need the prison key. You might be able to do this phase 1. Can you do this phase 1? Anybody know? I'm sure, did anybody test it? I don't know, this is a totally aside from the leveling guide and stuff, but pretty much what this does is there's a quest you have to do. It's a kind of an annoying quest, but then you can get to the point where ethereals that you kill in a certain area will drop an Ethereum prison key. And the prison key opens these bubbles. And the prison keys are BOE, so you can buy them on the auction house. And what they do pretty much is you have a chance, you open this bubble, and it's going to give you a big-ass jolt of reputation for pretty much all of them. You can get a low roll and get only 100 rep for Sporgar, but you can get like I'm pretty sure it's like 500 rep Cenarian, 500 rep Lower City, 500. So the reputations can actually get kind of pay to win. Whenever these are in the game, they're going to be selling for big money on the auction house, right? Big money. You can sell them as a stack, maybe like 1,000 gold or something, because you can shortcut all the professions. You don't have to live in the dungeons. And there's another little camp over here. See this little rodeo? That's another one with the bubbles inside of them. Don't know if they're going to be available phase 1 though. That'd be pretty nutty. What do you guys think? Yo, Jordy with the tier 1 10-month streak. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, Jordy. Hope you're doing really good, Jordy. Thank you so much. You can, phase 1, you get honored rep with Exordium, then it'll drop with an Arcatraz. Wow, that's crazy. So you can actually buy them right now. Add-on 100% free and open source. How is this add-on advertising not against TOS since part of it is locked behind a paywall? Well, the add-on is open source. It's on GitHub. Anybody can download it. You can make guides for it. There's precedents here with Zygor's guides and other paid leveling guides in the past. But what you're really paying for, if you do decide to go that route, you know, like I said, you can just watch this video and get this whole route and just follow it via the video. What you're really getting is a Lua file. You download a Lua file. It's data. You're selling a data as opposed to the add-on. Add-on is free, open source. You can use it to make guides. You can do whatever you want to do with it. This is a business model or whatever you want to call it that's been around for it's as old as WoW, and you just, you know, can do what you want with the Lua file. There's no premium version of the add-on. There's no, like, you know, microtransaction in it or whatever inside of it or anything like that. You know, we looked at all the TOS. All right, look how cool this area is, though. So I'm flying up to the little castle up here. So I'm going to show you something really cool. Big brain tip. Not many people know about this. I didn't know about this until Tactics and Zorant showed me. Welcome to the Storm Spire. What if I told you, chat? What if I told you there's a portal in here to Shatra? What would you say? What would you say, chat? If I told you this, chat, that there somewhere hidden in this cool-ass area there's a portal to Shatra. What would you say, chat? Say, no way. No way there's a portal here. Where? Where's the portal? You see it? Where's the portal? A portal. Say, get out of town. Dude, there's a portal here. There's a portal. Where is it, though? Nobody knows. It's the hidden portal. Well, anyway, I'll show you in a second. You're gonna come here. Audience with the prince. This is the prince, Prince Haramad. He's going to give you this triangulation quest chain. You're going to do first, second, and... Yeah, it's only first, second triangulation. I thought there was a third. So yeah, first triangulation thing is Manifold Ultra. Second is Manifold Aura over here. And then the final part is to slay Kuludas. He's a demon up here. I'll just show you since I'm in here. So pretty much... Yeah, one's in the chat if you're alive. If you're alive, I want to show you this. I want to make it connect. It's kind of cool. Alright. So, to the left of him, this is a portal to Shatra. It's actually like a very, like, subtle thing. It just looks like all the other, you know, little ethereal arcs. But when you're on this quest chain, this thing acts as a portal to Shatra. You just walk through it and it just teleports you to Shatra. Pretty sick, huh? Well, I guess it actually does have flavor text when you scroll over it. So it's not that nondescript, right? Like, it actually has a little thing that pops up. You see that? But nobody knows that, man. I'm telling you. I've been talking to, like, a lot of people the past days. Nobody knew that. Crazy, right? Alright, so then here, I'll show you the demon you have to kill. But and this would be pretty hard solo. Maybe like a hunter or warlock could do it if you kited him around a lot. But in a 5-man group should be easy peasy. And this is right on par for the Arcatraz quest. You need to do this anyway. Very cool, right? Yo, just got the all races TBC hype. Hell yeah, man. So, oh, all right, I'll show you. Up in this this ruins up here is a demon named, oh yeah, Kuluthas. He's a 70 elite demon. Pretty hard to do solo, but in a 5-man group, you should have no problem doing it. Should be easy. You're gonna kill him, then you're gonna turn in the full triangle. That is the final quest. That is the quest that tells you to get this crystal from this guy. So pretty much, at this point, you have to ensure that you're 760k 700 out of 779,700, because this last quest is a juicer. It's a juicer, but it's 19k XP for this last quest to turn in back in Shat. You have to kill this guy Kuluthas for the Alcatraz quest. But what's gonna happen? It's my hearth in Shat. No, it's not. Is you're gonna kill that guy, go up to the Prince in Stormspire, turn it in, and you're gonna take that portal to the left of him to Shatra. Okay, let me log on another character and go to Shatra. So then you're gonna walk into the middle. You're gonna be next to, is that Khadgar in the middle in Shat? I think it's Khadgar, right? Khadgar, Adal, boom. You turn in that quest together. You ding 70 together in Shat, right in the middle of the Shat. There's more to the guide though, because we have to finish off Carrot. We have to finish off Carrot Attunement. We have to finish off Alcatraz key quest as well. But it's a pretty epic way to ding, as opposed to just dinging off some random like slave pens mob, you know. Let me find another character that can be in Shat. Maybe this guy. What's your opinion on melee cleaves to the underground? I think they're gonna do just fine, man. I don't even know for sure if the spell cleave will be that much faster, because you're not gonna have seed and stuff. No, I probably will, honestly. If you go, it probably will. But I think the melee cleaves will do better than people think. All right, hold on. Let me fix this up a minute here. Let's get back on the dungeon cleave routes. Let's go down to the correct step.
Fresh meat.
Sure. Where is it? Somewhere around here. Box of surveying equipment. All right, yeah, full triangle. Here we go. So you got the crystal from the demon. See, they're all lit up now. The other quest was all, the other character, everything was gray because I did it already on that character. This guy didn't do any of it. So you're gonna come back to Shat, and you're gonna turn in this quest, special delivery to Shat. Then you're gonna ding 70 together right in the middle. So what do you do at 70? What's the most high impact thing you can do? Your mind is racing. You're level 70. First thing you want to do is train, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Org. You're gonna train. Then you're gonna ghetto hearth using RFC. You're gonna come back here. You're gonna reform. You're gonna fly to Stonebreaker Hold, which is in Therakar, over here, right? And then you're gonna run into Shadow Moon Valley. First thing you're gonna do after you train is what? Buy your 60% 225 flying skill and mount. And the reason why is that to progress the next step of the Alcatraz key quest chain, you need flying, because you're gonna need to clear Botanica and you're gonna need to clear Mechanar. So you hearth to Shat, fly to Stormspire. So you can just visualize it, right? You're in Stormspire up here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to Botanica. So this is going to guide you to Botanica. The easy way of remembering it, Botanica is the lowest one. It's on the left. It's the bottom. So it's the lowest. Alcatraz is the arc. It's at the top. Some of you are going to remember that. That's how I remember it. Botanica, bottom. It's on the bottom left. Arc, the top. And then Mech, you know, one on the right. So you're going to do Botanica, kill Warp Splinter, get a top shard. Then you're going to exit. It shows you there's a small camp below, right below those dungeons to repair, you know, that small little base camp. Then you're going to do Mechanar, kill Patholian, get the bottom shard, hearth the Shat, turn in how to break into the Alcatraz. Now, turning in this quest will give you the key to the Alcatraz, so you can open it up for the future and be good to go. Then you're going to... Oh, sorry. Yeah. So then you're going to fly back to Stormspire. Now you're going to do Alcatraz. You're going to get the third key fragment. You don't need to clear that much into it. You just have to kill the first boss. And I think you might be able to skip the first boss. Nobody was really able to test it, maybe. Because isn't the first boss that hound, that like demon hound looking thing? I think you can skip him. Oh, no. The first boss is like a Voidwalker guy, which I think you can skip him. Anyway, you go to the room after, and there's a bunch of Voidwalkers in there. And then, you know, there's a little jar on the right. That's the third key fragment. And then you get a hearth using Alcatraz. Back to Shatra. You turn in the second and third fragment. You accept the Master's Touch from Khadgar. And then, now you have to go back to Caverns of Time, right? You have to go back and finish your Kara attunement. So thankfully, you did OHF early at 66 when it was level appropriate. So you're already trained up. All you got to do is take the portal to Thunder Bluff, because it's closer. You'll save some time compared to going to Orgrimmar. Then you fly to Gadget's End. Then you just travel to the Caverns of Time, and all you do is you walk right into Black Morass. It's already unlocked. You have the quest. You're good to go. You walk right into Black Morass. You turn in the quest. You accept opening the Dark Portal. Everybody picks up that Chrono Beacon, right? You clap out the Black Morass real quick. You defend Medivh, kill the last boss, Aeonis. Then you turn in the quest, Master's Touch. Then you get returned to Khadgar. So before you go back to Shat, though, you want to leave Black Morass. Turn in Hero of the Brood. You can check in with the Quartermaster if you want. I might make a little note for that, where you check in with the Quartermaster, because there's some nice rewards there. You can get a Spell Blade. Has a bunch of spell power on it. Super good for Warlock. Super good for Prot Pally. Super good for Mage. And you might be using that all the way until you get Exalted with Thrallmar. That's probably like your starter blue weapon. So you might want to check in with that Quartermaster. Then you hearth back to Shat. You walk right up to this bad boy right here, Khadgar. You turn in, return to Khadgar, and you are done, my friends. The guide is complete. We're at level 70. You have Arcatraz Key Quest and Attunement. You have a bunch of the key reputations of Honored. You have Kara Attunement. You have, you know, it's been pretty fun. You know, like you did almost all the dungeons. You did Ring of Blood. That's pretty much it, boys. Hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, like I said, this guide isn't out yet. You can pre-order it if you would like, but anybody who's bought the guide so far, we're just going to give it for free. Anybody who's bought it already. Because, you know, it's not as many steps as the other guide, but it's still going to be useful for some, because some people do plan to dungeon cleave. And that's it. I don't know if you guys have any questions or anything, but it's been fun, and we just went 60 to 70 together, man. Let's see here. Will it just appear in your account? No, we're going to have to send it to people. So we'll figure out a way to do that. But yeah, if you want to check out the site, you want to check out the add-ons on RestedXP.com. Does this guide have a Nightbane option included? What do you mean? Like inside Kara to do Nightbane? Oh, you're saying like a tier 5 attunement? Anything is possible, man. We can make any guide in the future. We have big plans for it. We're going to do 1 to 10 speedrun guides. Hopefully there's going to be leaderboards on the site. People can submit speedruns. Tactics was saying he had an idea where pretty much we'll do like a small mini tournament every week or every other week, where you say you pretty much go live on stream and you roll a random class and random race, and everybody has to speedrun that race to like, I don't know, 15 or something. Then you submit your times, and then, you know, the winners will get, you know, $100 or something. Doing stuff like that. Basically making leveling pretty fun in TBC. Creating a community around it, all that. I mean, I'm still going to pump in PvP and PvE and do all the other stuff, but leveling is still a great part of the game. Yo, Ame with the tier 1. Thank you for that, brother. For the 2 months, brother. Thank you so much. Is RestedXP better than Guideline? Guideline has so many stripes on us. How long has Guideline been around? 10 years or something? I can't just go out here and disrespect Guideline and say it's better than Guideline. Guideline was the de facto speedrunner app. Everyone made guides for Guideline for the longest time. It's a solid ass thing. Guideline has been around forever. Nothing wrong with Guideline. This is something new. We've been working on it hard. We believe in it. I think it looks beautiful. We're going to add a lot of features, and it's going to be good. It's been well received so far. So yeah. You're monetizing the add-on? Nope, not monetizing the add-on. Is free. It's open source. It's on GitHub. Anybody can download it, mess with it, make guides for it. It's just guides and routing. So if you do decide to purchase any kind of guide whatsoever, you're just getting a Lua file. You can do with it what you want. Anyway, guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be on YouTube as a VOD as well. So you don't have to buy this or do anything. You can come back to this video and just review it start to finish. You'll have every step of the way. We have it pulled up there. So you have the entire route already in your hands right now. You will have that. We're going to refine it a bit more. We're going to put some more big brain juice into it. And if you do want that, you know, in-game add-on experience and stuff, then that's there for you as well. Yes, that's right, Khalif. I think. I'm not 100,000,000% sure, because somebody said on the site maybe it was just for the 1 to 70, but we're just trying to give it to people early. Anyway, guys, I'm probably going to end the stream here for a little bit. I just talked a whole lot. Let me see who is online that we can pass the torch off to. We are going to pass the torch off to my man, Scotty J87, who's another friend of mine, and I really, respect him a lot. He helped me get into the beta, to be honest. Hooked me up, him and Metagoblin, introed me to the EUCM, helped me get in here, and the beta has been very helpful to me. So, say hi to Scotty for me. Peace out. That should do it. Yeah, see.